don't care if you've been shooting lightning hands all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that tank shit. On my left, host ninja in the world, old bitch.
The wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Hercules, the speed of Mercury. Still can't get you enough money than Carol Daniels.
God damn. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out of the threes and fours, Kronos.
Who's the master?
Shona. Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Hey, look, you can't be a fucking supervillain using Batman's theme music, man. You just can't do it, Mr. President. You can't.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
That was a breaking news shit.
Damn.
All right, we live. I know we a little bit late.
Was it all Orange Man?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Did you see the ad?
No, but
I
I
didn't-
heard.
It doesn't make any fucking sense with the music playing in
all,
it.
all I heard was Warner Brothers lawsuit.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not.
Give me
going for
this
that.
money.
They're not going for that.
All right.
What you got?
Listener, we'll go for first in the chat. First in the chat would be 5150 HCRX. That'll be my boy Aiden. Listener of the week would be Andrew Vargas Campos. Listened a whole bunch of times, followed by Toto. Listened a bunch of times too. Dre got knocked off of his throne.
Oh shit.
Love
He
it.
listened a bunch too, but these other guys, they got you.
Hardcore.
Wait,
Yeah,
go
they
back.
got you.
Go back to the chat. Is there somebody in there with my name? Somebody there perpetrating?
Uh-oh.
That's my boy Blue.
What the hell?
Wow.
I wonder if that's my boy Steve in there. I think it might be him.
He's just about to say.
Oh, what'd she
She
say?
said she fucked the guy so good that when he came, he said Shazam.
Ah!
God, she has the best fucking comments to start
Yeah.
that show.
Thank his comments.
Hold on,
the
yeah.
best.
Did he get bigger than you busted?
Oh.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about.
So before we go in,
He had
I
the
gotta.
he had the dick of Hercules.
Oh shit! Want to give a quick shout out to Bovine Divine. He's a Twitch streamer and friend of the podcast. He's a retro gamer. I gave us a shout out on his live stream over the weekend. So those of you who are listening to us via Bovine Divine, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. Hope you stay for all the dankness and appreciate you, Bovine Divine. I'm gonna try to be on his stream eventually. We'll work something out, but on with the dankness.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And if you're looking at this podcast and you're like, why the fuck are they in the garage? Because we are. All right, this is temporary. So we're still building the base, and it's making good progress now. So.
Excellent.
Right on.
There's walls and power and lights.
Yep,
Kind
still
of.
All
stuff up.
kind of stuff.
Well, there's no lights,
Yeah.
but there's electricity.
Yeah.
Right on.
And the network cable is almost done being ran. So.
Hey, baby steps. Can't rush nothing.
Do you have any malt beverages we're pouring out? I don't think so this
No,
week,
I
right?
don't think so this week.
Yeah, fuck anybody who died.
Yeah.
Somebody important probably died.
Yeah,
Probably.
exactly.
I actually had an uncle that passed away.
God damn.
Nah.
You fucking around.
He passed away a week before, but yeah.
Let's jump on in, guys. Biggest news.
It's all kind
Gotta go in the A gap with Zachary Levi's Shazam.
So-
DC.
Let's not spoil it because I haven't watched it yet, but I guess give like a general review. What did you think about the movie? Because two of y'all have seen this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we two of us have. We got to get into this, man. Really.
I know.
really into
I know. I
this.
mentioned this in the chat, but like, I have not seen anybody talking about this in my Facebook feed. Like,
I've seen nothing.
no
but,
one.
I've seen nothing but people talk. But
Not me.
I
I
mean,
haven't seen anything.
Go
Like,
ahead.
even a black nerd group. Like,
Really?
it was like maybe yesterday somebody posted up like, hey, this is the chat to talk about the Shazam thing, and it was only posted like probably like 2 hours before I even saw it.
I saw it a
The
couple
fall
days
post.
ago. The one with him, like the lightning strike, and he's at the bottom of it. Is that the one you're talking about? Because I've seen it. Oh, maybe that's
And-
Culture Junkies.
No, it was in the Blurred group.
Well, I saw.
There's a few.
There's been a few on Twitter. I mean, James Gavsey was talking about it. He liked the movie. There's been a bunch of folks that I know that like watched it and liked it. So I guess it's just we're in different circles.
Yeah.
Let's jump on in.
All right.
I wanted to really, really love this movie. I really did, but I thought this was, in general, very okay-ish to start off right off the bat. Old Ninja, did you, just at a high level, did you enjoy this? Did you love it? What'd you think?
I don't want to give you like the high ground on this, but I did like this more than Captain Marvel.
Okay.
But not.
Look, we got to be honest on the fucking mic, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to absolutely fucking love this movie. I was way hyped from like the third or fourth trailer when he was jumping off the building. I've talked about it multiple times on here. This is a Christmas movie.
Yes,
Like
it is a Christmas
hard,
movie.
like Home Alone level. This is a definite Christmas movie, and it feels really out of place for me watching it in April.
It was weird. Like everything was set during Christmas time. I mean, the best way to describe this movie, this is literally the movie Big with superhero overtones.
So I wonder if it got pushed back.
Maybe.
No, they fucked up the scheduling.
Yeah.
I mean, one way or another, they completely fucked up the scheduling. Not to say, I mean, I enjoyed Aquaman, and obviously that came out during the Christmas time period, and we have our suspicions that maybe there was a switcheroo. But this one was definitively not even like one of those things where every year you debate with what's his name, Bruce Willis's Die Hard.
Oh yeah,
And it's definitely a fucking Christmas movie, but this is definitely a Christmas movie. There's Santa in it. There's like all of the lights for Christmas, a Christmas tree, snowing. It's in Philly, and it's from start to finish a Christmas movie in Philly.
It is.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird because it's the springtime. But I mean, I enjoyed the film, but I didn't love the film because there was some parts in the beginning to me were weird. They do something good, I'll say, with what Cronus talked about last week. If you listen to last week's podcast, they actually start with the villain, which was, I thought, cool. But then there's some parts where they're explaining shit, and it just felt, the pacing felt wrong.
Well, let's back up a little bit on the villains, man. I mentioned this prior, and I knew going in based on, obviously looking up who's going to be in the movie and who's not. There's no hint or Easter egg or anything in here alluding to Black Adam, The Rock.
I got to stop you. No.
At least for me. Now, maybe there's some deep dive that some other people caught, but I didn't get any of that.
There's no deep dive. It is there, and it's in your face. And it's literally when Billy Batson
strongly disagree with what you're going to say.
When Billy Batson meets Shazam, he literally tells Black Adam's origin. And you see it in this little weird sand thing. So that's all Black Adam.
If you're not very, very familiar with that, there's just nothing there to me.
The only thing they don't do is call him by name.
Yeah,
but his origin is completely explained.
I didn't get that.
They literally say the first person with the power and how the statues basically kind of came about. That is all Black Adam's origin. All of that.
I mean, I hear you.
They did not skip over that at all.
I didn't get that sense whatsoever. Maybe it just flew over my head.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to set up Black Adam in a much more overt and direct way.
Oh yeah,
Do you think that The Rock is going to have a standalone Black Adam movie?
Maybe
right?
fucking maybe not. Because here's the thing: we heard about the fucking Rock playing Black Adam before Shazam was even a thought out there in the fucking public.
Which made
I want to say I heard about that way back in the Green Lantern days.
Oh yeah,
maybe
it's been a long fucking time.
Yeah,
with that shit. So for me, not. Yes, Old Ninja saying that there was a hint in that part.
Yeah, that was all that.
If that was there, that flew completely over my head, and it just kind of was what it was. But I'll give some compliments. The young actors are great. They're spot on. Billy Batson and his all the orphanage kids are excellent.
They didn't have a orphanage?
They did not have a orphanage.
That's a shame.
I mean,
like
the
that
mamas
was
could bad,
some
though.
mamas could have been hoes.
It's definitely 1 point down for me in the movie.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is the first, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like the first DC movie I've seen that takes place in a real life city. Because it's not Metropolis, it's not Gotham.
Yeah,
Philly. This is in Philly.
Well, no, because Wonder Woman's in London.
Okay, you're right. In a real life American city, then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the sense of everything having to do with Philly from the library steps with Rocky.
Oh
and
yeah,
all of that sense.
they play tribute to Philly heroes pretty much. There's actually they even show like one of the famous Philly spots or Philly cheesesteak spots, which actually kind of like visited when I was there last year. So I was like, oh shit! So big up to these spots. So, they were definitely pro Philly in this film.
Yeah, for me, the other thing too, I liked this portray. I don't know the actor's fucking name, but the guy who's playing Dr. Zhivago.
Oh, dude,
What's his name?
That's Mark Strong.
Yeah, he did a very good job. He was convincing.
He was
a villain.
He was Sinestro in Green Lantern.
What?
was he?
Damn,
Yeah,
I had
him.
forgotten about that.
Yeah,
shit.
he was.
Damn.
That was
Double
the
villain.
best casting in the most terrible movie. He was Sinestro. That was perfect casting for him.
He was also in
He's
that fucking I forgot the name of the movie now.
Like Lightning?
Sherlock Holmes. He was one of the villains in Sherlock Holmes.
In the
Oh,
Robert
yeah.
Downey Jr. ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then he's in the Kingsman movies.
Yeah.
Where
Nice.
he thought
Yeah,
he
yeah,
died.
yeah.
He came back. He's in a shit ton of films.
No,
Yeah.
he's definitely dead.
Same guy?
Yeah.
He's dead in the second one. Like
He's
definitely
dead in the second one, yeah.
Yeah,
But
he
the first
fucking
one, they
the
thought he
fuck out.
died, and he came back.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Wait, wait, is it the guy that got shot in the eye?
No, not him.
Oh,
the
okay.
guy who helps.
Oh, okay,
exit.
the guy. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
he spoiler, he got blown up.
Yeah. Landmine will definitely fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit how bulletproof your suit is.
Yeah.
I will say this too for the young actors, the kids, the high school kids and whatnot. You definitely get a sense of all of them like being at a high level for their acting ability, and then just very believable, all the way around, and you care about their fucking interactions. At least for me, the whole way through. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree for the most part. There were some story elements that were strange with Billy's backstory was a little. I had to suspend some disbelief a little bit. I mean, I have to wait till everyone else on the cast sees it before I comment anymore. But the kids did kind of stand out. It was cool because what I liked is they were comparing in-universe like lore, like that Batman and Superman are in the universe, and they don't compare the two, but they compare what they've like managed to accumulate from them.
Yeah, they're in the universe, but we don't know at all from this movie if this is truly part of the DCEU movies we've seen. And what I mean by that is we don't know if this is like after Beavis, before Beavis. We don't know if these Philly kids watched Metropolis being destroyed in Man of Steel on the news or something. We don't really. I didn't get a sense of that.
Well,
at all.
I know in the trailer, isn't there a scene where like the one of the kids has like a newspaper article
Yes.
that talks about Superman, and he
and
has
it
like
has,
one
like,
of Batman's batarang.
Yeah, they do have that.
They do have that, and it shows Superman in the destroyed like cityscape. Like there's buildings around him that are destroyed.
Okay.
And he's like, look, this is this newspaper of when Superman was like here, and I took this, and then the batarang is a replica, not a real thing. They
I
also
have
There's
batarang.
Batman and Superman toys.
yes,
yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
and then there's an Aquaman shirt. He has the Aquaman symbol, but we don't see anything about Wonder Woman or the Flash.
Which was surprising to me.
Not to me per se, but it does allude to when is this? Because if you go back to Justice League, Bruce confronts Diana saying that you've been around since World War I, and there's hardly any information about you. You're barely around. Why is that? And there's that whole thing, and then he throws Trevor in her face. So she kept a low profile.
That's
the
true.
question is this, like you say, after Beavis, before Beavis, or goddamn after Justice League?
I don't even think they need to just throw all that shit away. If I was DC, I would try to cover up all them previous movies as much as possible.
But I mean,
I would start at Wonder Woman and just move forward. Everything else before that shit, just fucking forget about it.
yeah, I hear you. It's just that Wonder Woman was obviously super popular. We saw her debut in Beavis.
But with Wonder Woman came out before Justice League, and
Yes, it did.
so
It did.
they'll have to like reboot Wonder Woman again.
But even if you're doing some Elseworld shit, it's weird to not, like Old Ninja was saying, not to have Wonder Woman or Flash kind of in the mix.
Yeah.
Because you very easily could have gotten away with it in terms of one of the orphans wearing a Flash shirt or a Wonder Woman shirt.
Yeah, but in Wonder Woman though, you didn't see any references to any other superheroes either.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But this feels different because there is a fandom of superheroes throughout this movie.
Yeah.
Like it's a big thing for these Philly kids in the greater Philly world or whatever. They love superheroes. They love DC superheroes.
And they're marketing them as well. Like he's in like what looks like a KB Toys, and there's rows and rows of fucking toys of these heroes. So
Yeah.
I mean it's a little off-putting. I would assume it's maybe after Justice League, but
Who knows? But that's the thing. They don't make it clear.
No.
But I'll also say this too. From the villain standpoint, there's some scarier elements that I wasn't really prepared. There's like a lighter tone to this fucking movie, and at the same time, you got some PG-13 level of gruesome, kind of like Venom in some ways. You know what I mean?
yeah, but there's
Venom
no
had blood though.
there's no blood.
Yeah, it's PG-13 level, but still some gruesome.
Like you knew some guy got his head chopped off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
They cut away. It's not. There's not a blood spray on the screen.
One of them they don't cut away. It's
yeah, but it's still.
There's no blood, but it's still. You're like, oh, this dude got ate.
And all I mean by that, when it comes to the tone, it's not as. I talked about it being a Christmas movie, and it's not all the way through super like PG. You know what I mean? In terms of there are some good fighting. There is some good fighting. There is some like aspects of folks getting murked by some demon-like creatures. You know, and that's an aspect of it. What do you think?
Yeah, there is, but I don't think that it's like super overt. I mean, I think if you're a young kid, it might be a little scary. Seeing these, I want to say if you're maybe younger than 10, you might have a little bit of nightmares to deal with if you're a parent for a weekend. If they're like 13 and above, they should be okay.
I will say this too for Zachary Levi. He's the main fucking star, and we barely mentioned him. He did knock it out of the park in a lot of fucking ways. He is fucking believable as this immature ass fucking superhero with a whole bunch of fucking powers. They explain his fucking origin, which, you know, a lot of people didn't give a fucking flying fuck about before this. It worked. There's some predictability and problems from a writing standpoint that just didn't didn't push this over the fucking top. And the bar has been fucking raised by Spider-Verse and Black Panther and Infinity War of late. And so it's hard for me to like praise this as this great, incredible plot and story and whatnot when I've seen better very recently.
Oh, yeah, that's because I didn't even think about Spider-Verse. Well, the reason why I didn't make the distinction is because Spider-Verse is animated versus this is live action. But yes, thinking of if you compare Miles' origin in Spider-Verse versus Shazam's origin, Miles is better.
Of course.
His origin is better.
Actually, I posed this question on Twitter, but name a better movie that is I think Into the Spider-Verse was probably the most comically accurate movie of all time through any comic book movie.
I mean, there was a lot. I remember reading the Miles comics, and it's pretty fucking close. And the Spider-Verse comic.
Yeah.
It's like pretty close.
I think that's the most accurate as you can get. And it also had me questioning, why do we need live-action movies in comic books?
I want more I want more cartoon movies. I do.
Well, that's where DC kills it at, because a lot of their animated movies, like direct-to-video movies, are great, amazing.
I think one of the things that makes them great is that when we watch a superhero live-action movie, they're full of these actors where we know them from previous works. Like we all know Robert Downey Jr. before, Iron Man. He is Iron Man now, but it's still him. Like I look at him, I still see Robert Downey Jr. When you watch these comic book adaptation in animated forms, the character is the character. Like unless you recognize the voice, but even still, it's so easily just blurred out of your mind. And it's like, hey, that's the character. It's not. You don't remember them from like a previous movie. And I think that's something that a lot of us don't really recognize that we miss when we watch these live action movies. And I think they because they have such star power in those movies, they tend to stray away from the comics a bit more.
I'm going to say this, though. Warner Brothers still gets some shade from me for having some great direct-to-DVD or Blu-ray or whatever that they could have put some of those, the better of the better, into the fucking theaters. Yeah, and yeah. I don't like the fact that they seem to always shy away from that. I realize that in the 2000s and even earlier this decade, there was a bigger kind of market of, hey, direct to DVD, because DVD sales and Blu-ray sales were flying off the actual shelves in Best Buy and all that shit, even more so. But some of the best ones you could certainly get away with putting in the theaters, and I don't like the fact that they almost never do.
Oh, you know what's even worse is that they don't put this shit on DC Universe.
They still so that is definitive. They do not have all of them on there.
No, they only have a handful of stuff, and then they're like shows that are like coming out, like Doom Patrol, and then I guess Stargirl will be later, and then obviously
Harley
DC's
Quinn.
Titans. But they have some of the like Batman the Animated Series, but Justice League's not on there. They have Young Justice. Yeah. They have Young Justice. I think only season 3. I'm not 100% on that, but I know at least one. Then they have the old like Linda Carter's Wonder Woman, but you like there's none of the like Mask of the Phantasm is not on there. And
It's old though.
yeah, but it's still not available. It's still not on there. That's still DC.
Their
And they
catalog
own the
is
rights.
Really, yeah,
I'll
their
tell-
catalog is really small
I'll
right
tell
now.
you one thing that Into the Spider-Verse did better than all the DC animated movies, was that it gave the actual comic book feel.
Yeah.
Like when you watch it, it's like it's stylized in a comic.
Yeah.
When Miles is thinking to himself, they also have like the thought bubbles and the captions and stuff like that. That was really cool. They used the animations to make it seem like when somebody hits something that's black or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that not enough comic book movies do stuff like that because they try to make it seem kind of too realistic, and they don't really need to be. I don't think they need to be realistic at all, especially after watching that movie. It's like
Yeah, not all of them.
I've literally watched this movie like probably 5 fucking times, and it's pretty rare that I watch movies over and over again, and it's still entertaining every single time I watch it.
Yeah.
I was watching it today.
Yeah, amazing. And you know what? The other thing for that movie, it was out in December time. It did not, last time I checked, even make $500 million.
Yeah, but I also think it wasn't in that many theaters either.
Ooh, I think it got the same release as everything else.
I don't think so, especially with the amount of time that it was in theaters.
It was in the theaters for like 2 months.
Yeah, that's.
Maybe longer.
Well, I think they also brought it back too for a little bit.
Right
Oh, they
after the
did
Oscars.
for the Oscars.
Yeah.
But I will say
We got way off fucking.
we did.
Shazam.
But I mean, when Cronus is talking about from comic to screen, I think the two closest that I can think of are Sin City.
That was great.
And
Yeah.
I liked Watchmen a lot because I had just finished reading it right
300?
before. 300 is another one. Though I mean, yes, they are graphic novels, but they are from page to screen. And the stories have been out for like a decade or more.
Actually, another good one is oh shit, the name just slipped my mind. God, what's the name versus the world?
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, that was pretty good too.
I love that.
And I read the comic after the movie, and I was like, this comic is so fucking great.
Real
Yeah.
quick, I'm gonna give a number for Shazam. I know we're gonna get off
Go
track.
ahead.
For me, I wanted to give this like an 8 or a 9 and shit.
Yeah, I know you were liking it.
I was excited, man. And it wasn't a bad movie. It was entertaining, so I'm gonna give it like a 7.4.
Okay.
Ooh.
What about you, Ninja?
I guess I like this more than Prodigy. I guess. I mean, it's not a perfect film. I enjoyed it. I saw it with people. I had fun. But there were some things in the beginning that were kind of weird for me, story wise. But like, it did give me that like this is, the story of Shazam told through like stylized version of Big. I guess this is Big with superhero overtones. So I'm gonna give this an 8 because I like this more than Captain Marvel.
Say that again one more time for me.
I didn't
for
say
the-
that.
For the people, well, wait, because I'm looking at the ratings now, and you gave Captain. Oh yeah, you gave Captain Marvel 7.5.
and I'm giving this an 8.
And see, that's a fair review.
yeah.
You weren't like Stitch giving a 9.85 to Homecoming.
No. I mean, I like the film, but I guess I like this more than you because, especially for me, the nod to Black Adam was nice
It
for
was
me.
right
but
over
for
my
you,
head.
you missed it, and I was like, oh, because when you see it, it does not look like The Rock. It literally looks like.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now.
it looks like the comic.
Okay.
It looks like the way he's
Fair
drawn in
enough.
the comic, and I'm like, oh, okay. They do not name him though. They just say the first one with this power, he fucked up, basically. And I was like, oh, okay, that is definitely Black Adam. What I do like is that they did not give us Black Adam first. This is a great first step, and I think that when they do a second Shazam, because this is making money. Shazam's second one needs to be like Empire Strikes Back, where he gets his ass beat, and then he needs to figure out how to beat him. Either he goes back to the Wizard, or he gets help from Superman, or someone else comes in to help him
And when we're
besides the family.
When we're talking about the money too, this had it opened number 1 domestically. I think it made 150 million worldwide and like 56 million, which does not compare to a lot of the recent MCU or Venom or Aquaman movies very well for opening weekend. But I think they have an opportunity all the way up until Endgame to rake in the dough.
Yeah, they do. But, I mean, to give a comparison, I mean, I know a lot of people are fucking doing this. I mean, Captain Marvel beat Captain Marvel. But when Shazam came out, I think worldwide, it was 158 its opening weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
When Captain Marvel came out, she was 255
Yeah.
for her weekend.
And I will say, just to be full disclosure and whatnot, Shazam doesn't have any Justice Leaguers or other. This is his standalone movie where he's not. There's no other, at least to my mind, no other like buddy other DC large character, DCEU large characters tag teaming with him.
Oh no, not yet.
So yeah, but I'm talking about for this movie. So you just have to put that into context or whatever. Even like with Black Panther last year, I guess it was last year.
Oh yeah.
There weren't any big other Avengers in that one or Shield agents or anything like that we had seen before. So, it is what it is.
So before anyone else is like, oh, Bucky was in, Black Panther, it's like Bucky was a cameo and he did not help the overall story. And the same goes for Shazam.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
so Into the Spider-Verse actually had a bigger, a wider release than I thought it did, but it's still, I'll compare it to Shazam. All right, so the opening weekend, or the widest release that Into the Spider-Verse had was 3,800 theaters, roughly.
3,800, okay.
Yeah, Shazam had like 500 more.
Okay.
So that's significant as far as like what kind of sales you can get.
Fair enough.
But I'm wondering if Shazam might have fallen into the shadow of Endgame because the tickets went on sale like last week. But no, I'm not talking about like just tickets going on sale for like people like the guy who spent like $15,000 on a goddamn ticket.
Dude.
I mean,
like
it's not doing that bad. I mean, it's been in theaters for 5 days and it's made $167 million.
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good money.
Yeah, of course it is. It should go north of 600 million by the end of its run.
Oh yeah,
and the buzz is still good. Like most people are even more positive than me or Old Ninja.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna make Wonder Woman money, 800 million, easy 800 million.
Yeah. It's just
$1 billion. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough with Endgame right around the corner.
Yeah,
that's gonna be real hard.
Endgame, I might be on Prodigy's track of mine. Endgame is outselling. They're outselling pre-sale tickets compared to Infinity War 5-1.
Yep.
Oh,
5-1.
What didn't they make comparisons to Star Wars too? Like, didn't it beat?
It
Force
destroyed
Awakens?
that too.
No, because Infinity War I think had the most.
Yep.
I thought Force Awakens did. No.
All right. It got beaten by Infinity War, and like I said, my prediction when it's all said and done, all the smoke clears, I think they're going to keep it in theaters long enough. $3 billion, and it surpasses Avatar as my fucking vote.
I think for sure it's gonna have the biggest opening weekend of all time.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like, it's gonna be maybe like $400 million.
Yep, just domestically, and then probably worldwide if it's because it releases in all these territories.
It releases in China before it does in America.
Oh, then it's already. Yeah. It might do close to $1 billion.
Yeah.
Depending on how many weeks we're talking about.
2-3 weeks, like Star Wars did. 3 weeks,
like,
billion.
I've never seen a movie in theaters with a normal release have tickets on like StubHub for like thousands of dollars.
It crashed sites.
What the fuck?
Crashing Fandango sites.
That's insane.
You know?
Even worse, like I went to go buy tickets like at the theater, and the shit was fucking up.
Yeah.
So
because like people were buying them up.
So I'm gonna assume that's gonna have about 4,500 to 5,000 theaters opening weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And from what I'm understanding, those are all sold out.
Dude, even my mom's basement sold out. She's showing it there. Like how many fucking theaters that shit's playing at.
Like projecting it.
Like,
yeah,
that's insane.
Bootleg.
I don't know how much the average ticket costs in America, but I mean here in California, it's not cheap. And if you're watching IMAX, that shit's like $20 a ticket.
Yep.
So
plus it's reported that it's a 3-hour movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
3 hour plus.
But actually, that might hurt the numbers.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, there's not enough
because you can only show so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Disney worked some Disney magic and take over a whole fucking theater while the whole time.
They've done it before, and I've also seen it where they'll release the movie on Thursday night, and then keep it playing through the morning and through the next day.
Yep.
So that's entirely possible.
Yeah. When Phantom Menace came out, they were running 24 hours.
Damn, you're going to see it at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Some people were.
I did that. I watched Phantom Menace at like 2 a.m.
So a friend of mine did that. We went to the 8 o'clock showing, and then when we got out, I'm like, where are you going? He's all, I have another showing at this other theater. We have a showing at like 2 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, they're running it 24 hours. I'm like, you motherfucker.
They might do that now that they see like the demand of like if they want to go all out, like put the dick all in.
Yeah. Release.
Not just a tip.
Iku.
No spittle. Yeah, man, I'm pumped for Endgame. But we gotta mention something too that's happening in between.
Shit, don't you do it.
These Hellboy reviews are fucking trash, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. Look,
Come on. Dude, 19 reviews? 19.
Well,
That's
it's 33 now, and it was sitting at 9%.
yeah, bro.
33. That's not even 100 people.
This ain't the hill to die on, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That it's 19 because only 19 people went to go see it.
Exactly. Like, come on. You were doing the same shit with Captain Marvel,
Okay.
and that was like hundreds of people.
It's 11% now.
Yeah. Breaking news.
I'm gonna
Misspoke.
wait
man.
till at least 1,000 people.
Look, man.
Is it even out yet?
There's a difference.
It's out this week.
There's a difference between something in the 90s, 80s, or even 70s and something sitting at 9 to 11%.
There's a difference between the size of a fucking yoga class reviewing this film.
Okay, so this is your shit. That's
No,
what you're
no.
saying?
I'm saying I would rather wait till more people see this.
You're not a little bit suspicious with the reviews being that fucking low.
I haven't read any fucking
There's
reviews.
been a few movies that had low critic reviews that were, viewer audience acclaimed. So
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
let's not
Aquaman
put
being
too much-
one.
Yeah, let's not put too much stock.
I don't
in
think it was-
critics.
And plus, you can't trust the critics because they have like their snobby point of minds, and they probably
Yes.
just don't get certain content. To be honest,
I'm with you guys wholeheartedly.
what did the first Hellboy get?
This is just a very low number. This reminds me of like Fantastic Four in 2015 or whatever.
Right, it's-
Fantastic Four was terrible.
It's very low, like your sperm count.
Whoa,
That's
his
a
one.
zero.
Yeah, but that's a zero. Like, god dang.
Seamless.
But
yeah.
the original Hellboy actually got a pretty high. Well, it had 200 votes, but it had an 81.
Yeah, it was
That-
a solid movie.
but that
But-
was Guillermo del Toro, though.
But it had 65% voting by the audience. So
That's not bad either. I mean, it's not terrible.
yeah,
That's better than 11, goddammit. I mean, come on now.
With 19 reviews, though.
Okay.
that's not that
Okay.
Ghostbuster review though.
Shit, one of my classes had 19 people. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you going to watch it next week?
I don't know. Not sure yet.
It's
I
like
don't
the reviews look terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now,
Nah,
man.
well, no, because I might see Pet Sematary before, because I'm actually hearing some decent word of mouth about this film.
I heard it wasn't good.
I heard they changed the ending, and it was actually better than the original.
Yeah, I heard that was the only thing that was different, and everything else was not as good as the original.
Dude, if you go back and watch the original, it does not fucking hold up. It's so goddamn bad.
Was it a movie or was
It was a movie.
Yeah,
it was a movie.
It was in the theaters.
it was in theaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in the
I
theaters.
feel
Way
like I
back.
watched this on TV.
That's
All right.
probably
Because it's probably been on TV a lot.
yeah. Like if you look at like the acting of like the dad, it's like what the fuck are you doing? Like you have no acting chops whatsoever. It's bad.
It has Denise Crosby in the film.
Like I watched it again with
Homestead of the fuck is that?
Lieutenant Yar from Star Trek.
Oh
Next
yeah.
Generation.
Okay, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember the name.
Well,
All right.
she's kind of obscure now. I mean,
Yeah, she's old now.
Yeah. Well,
What about-
you're old now?
Been old.
Yeah,
He was in the Civil War, bro. What about your boy Kevin Feige?
Fahey.
what?
What about him?
Your boy's saying, and I don't believe him for shit, that it's going to be 5 years because the MCU is all planned out till we see any X-Men whatsoever in any movie.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Fine.
And
That ain't no
I'm
problem.
okay with that because what they need to set up something where it's like a crossover event. So they're doing things in phases, and I think the phase after everything's planned out should be like a X-Men versus the Avengers, and that's the way it should go. And I'm fine waiting 5 years for that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we still have 2 X-Men movies on the docket. We have one in June,
Technically, yeah.
and then supposedly New Mutants is supposed to drop sometime this year. No one has an official date, but I mean,
That movie is not going to drop.
Well, I
When
think
the
they
new-
Disney said they will.
Yeah, they said a long time ago. Just like Gambit was going to drop.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
yeah.
I got something for you, though. I mean, remember when the news about them sharing rights with Sony for Spidey dropped, they sure did shuffle around the fucking schedule for the MCU for
Yeah.
Spidey. I feel like because they just paid, what was it, $80 billion for this merger, they probably will shuffle around the schedule for the next 5 years
Okay.
to incorporate something that you spent that kind of money on.
That kind of money they spent includes multiple properties.
Yes.
One of those is the Alien franchise,
Yes.
which they plan to use because they want to. Obviously, they want to see return on investment, as you keep saying. But there are many franchises that they can use to get money
Agreed.
back, especially if they do it right, which they probably want to do. And I don't even know what was planned for whatever 20th Century Fox before the acquisition, but you can see that they're probably going to redo. They're probably going to do more Deadpool. We are
course.
going to see more Alien films because They're going to be committed to that. That's a franchise that's worth money. Whatever other franchises 20th Century Fox gets, they're going to use that.
There's a problem, though, is that when they picked up Spider-Man and decided to bring him into the MCU, the Spider-Man franchise was done.
What do you mean by done?
When they picked it up, it was already done. Like what was the last guy who played
Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, he was already done playing Spider-Man.
He was. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he did have problems with Sony.
Yeah, there was supposed to be a fourth one that was supposed to come out, but it got dropped.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so it was way easier for them to pull in Spider-Man. Right now, there's current action movies in development. Right, there's one that's going to come out, this year, and I think that it's smart of them to hold off a little bit to integrate it into their future stories. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I mean, and to be honest, the newer X-Men movies they're better than the older ones, but they're still not as good as the MCU movies.
I'm with you on the quality in general. I'll just say 5 years is a long time. I can understand 2.
No,
maybe even 3.
5 years because like Corona said, they planned out each phase. We won't see an announcement for the next phase until probably either after Endgame or when Far From Home drops, the next Spider-Man movie. On top of that, like I said, they have other properties that can get return on investment outside of the X-Men while they make their plan. They got to come up with a new plan.
That's a long game.
I think they're being secretive too. I mean, just like Chadwick Boseman said, I'm dead. So I mean, they can't give away too much shit. And I think that they have things very specifically planned for these movies to maximize the most amount of money. Right. And I think that if they wait 5 years, because this is what I'm thinking, it took 10 fucking years to get to Endgame.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean, they played the game right. I think it should take a similar amount of time to come up with another culminating movie. And I think that if you integrate the X-Men into that, I don't think 5 years seems that unreasonable.
Not only that, you got to think they're probably going to recast the X-Men. If they do if they do it too short, the public's going to be like, "Where are these other people that were the X-Men?" They're going to expect that. So
Ryan Reynolds is staying.
Yeah, but I think that amount of time you can let the bad taste out of people's mouth after shitty X-Men movies and then start fresh. 5 years is if you think about it, it's not even that long.
So it looks like during CinemaCon in Las Vegas, Disney announced that they were still going to release the New Mutants movie.
Yeah, but they didn't say there's no date.
Yeah, there's no date.
They're redoing the entire movie, though. I mean, because you know what? The fucked up part is that when I first saw the first trailer to New Mutants, it looked really good to me because it was like a thriller.
Yep.
It was kind of horror-ish elements, and then...
You say horror?
Horror elements. That was fucking y'all.
Yeah.
They had a orphanage. But it seemed like a really fresh take on New Mutants and just like the superhero movies in general.
Yep.
And they had a release date, and then all of a sudden they went for remakes, and they pushed it back, and now it's in fucking, I don't know where the fuck it's at.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of movies that have not, there's been movies that have been made that never came out.
This is very true.
Yeah. So I think this one might be one of them. Because I don't know what happened to the movie, but...
Well, who's the stars? Like, are there any names that we know of in New Mutants?
Macy Williams from Game of Thrones.
Okay. All right. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Talking about Macy Gray. God damn.
Oh, Macy Gray. God damn.
Spider-Man.
She was in Spider-Man. Yeah. I forgot about that shit, man. The Green Goblin one.
God damn.
Holy fucking shit. Blue, what did you say? So you say the 5 years is all good for you?
Yeah, I mean, because... they gotta like create scripts and try to plan everything out. So I'm sure it's gonna take 5 years, and I'm cool with it.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm not tripping off of that at all. I'd rather them take their time, make a plan instead of we need to get this out, we need to get this out, we need to get this out.
Yeah, don't go the DC route.
Oh yeah, don't go that route. Firing fucking people and bringing them back, and
I mean Disney's already shut down Fox Searchlight or Fox 2000. Yeah, Fox 2000 Pictures. So, I mean, it was like another independent studio, but they're going to still do some shifting around and whatnot. They have a lot of property under. I mean, they could literally do a 24 movie. Now that they have it, they could be like, oh, people love Jack Bauer. Let's put this movie out.
Didn't they do a 24 movie?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
It was like a TV movie, but it wasn't It wasn't like
I mean, he got plenty of seasons. What was it, 8 seasons?
8, technically 9.
God damn.
Plus a spin-off season.
Didn't they even replace him, made him black?
Black Hour.
Black Power.
What happened to that? Was that a show
it got canceled?
They called it 24, but it was really only 12. Because it really was only 12 episodes.
Yeah. Same thing with the 9th season. It was only like 9 to 10 episodes.
They cut that
wasn't
really
bad.
quietly, though.
Yeah, but it actually was. I mean, I love 24. It's even though one thing I don't like is that they keep having Middle Eastern villains. Can we fucking stop that? Like, it's getting so fucking old now. But it's still enjoyable to me to see somebody break all the fucking rules and get away with it.
Yeah.
As a good guy, it's
Yep.
like, but you're torturing that guy. Well, fuck him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a Theros.
He's the groundwork for Commander Shepard. It's
There
great.
we go.
Well, if you're playing Bad Shepherd, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
be the hero.
With the crackling face.
So good.
Demon eyes. Do y'all want a fucking Hawkeye series?
Whatever.
You mean
not if I
Marvel's
want.
Green Arrow?
So here's
I mean,
That's the
Yeah.
first thing that popped in my head. It was like,
So-
Green Arrow's going away.
9
Fill
seasons
that
later.
void.
yeah. So before Prodigy starts going off again,
I have done shit. I'm asking a question.
yeah, you asked this question to us, but I've seen your Twitter and I've seen your Facebook,
might wanna
and
stop
I'm not
looking at
sure. I'm not sure if you want to smoke
God
because this is not necessarily Hawkeye himself.
They said
There-
Jeremy Renner Hawkeye.
Yeah, they did.
But they also said that Kate Bishop, the character
So
who's
Jeremy
also,
Renner is going to play Kate Bishop?
No, Kate Bishop. They're talking about him passing the baton to Kate Bishop, who's the character who is also Hawkeye. Because at one point there was 2 Hawkeyes, one male, one female.
Fuck about her either.
I give less of a fuck about
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, apparently she has.
I'm not sold, goddammit.
All I want to know is he going to be like stranded on an island for 5 years?
Making
Come back,
promises.
yeah, making promises, shit. You felt this goddamn city.
Look, man, nobody fucking asked for this.
I wonder who
what-
came
Let's
first.
be perfectly fucking real. Nobody. Now, it could knock. It could knock it out. They could knock it out of the park and all that. Blah blah blah. As a caveat, but nobody saw all the Avengers movies and Civil War and all that other shit and said, "I want a Hawkeye series."
Well, here's
That's real facts.
A lot of people were questioning about the Endgame trailer where he shows there's a young girl in there. People were asking, "Is that Kate Bishop? If she has a
2
debut,
people on this planet asked that
if
question.
she is
2 people.
if she's debuted in Endgame and they spin that off after the events of Endgame, showing that he's going to give his mantle to her, people might be interested.
So you hyped about this? That's
I mean,
what I'm hearing.
I'm definitely interested for sure.
I gotta see more information.
Right now, is he say, she say.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
It's supposed to be on the Disney
Plus. But we're getting a bunch of Disney Plus shows. You were
Such
talking
as?
about
What else?
such
What else?
Loki, Scarlet Witch, Bucky and Falcon.
Is there one that I give a fuck about?
Yeah, man, I'm
damn.
struggling here.
Those all sound like Yawn Fest.
Yeah,
No.
man. I'm sorry. Look, I saw we all saw the Netflix, Marvel Universe or whatever, and I liked Daredevil and Punisher a whole lot more than the ones you naming, and Luke Cage even.
But, I mean, I gotta be honest, though. Before the Daredevil show came out, I wasn't a huge Daredevil fan. I never
Sure.
really cared about him. Luke Cage, kind of the same deal. I'm like, yeah, he's a black dude. He doesn't have a great skill set.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But gave him a chance, so maybe they do something like that.
I hope so.
Well, I know-
But
Like-
I doubt it, though.
I know with Jessica, like for example, like with Jessica Jones, they did a pretty good run with her considering
Yeah.
like how short her comic career was.
Yeah, Jessica Jones was she was a throwback to the Marvel Max days. Hardly anybody read her comic. You know what I mean? But it was when they made that show, it was very well done.
So
We will fucking see.
So fun
But
fact.
I'm sorry, real quick. Doesn't this, if Disney Plus debuts later this year, are they actually saying that some of or all of these shows will debut with it, or is that to be determined?
Oh no, these shows are just announced. They're not even. I don't know what's filming or what's in production. I've only seen these announcements.
Okay.
Maybe one of them's in production now. No idea.
That won't make it for later this year, probably.
No, but I mean there'll be plenty of content on there.
Go ahead.
Same thing with the Star Wars stuff. The Mandalorian is supposed to debut on Disney Plus later this year, like around December or so, because they posted a picture of them rapping, like a rap party. So
They were fucking rapping?
No, I'm just-
Like Nipsey?
last time that I checked,
Nipsey's not rapping now.
he ain't rapping
Oh.
no more.
I gotta listen to his music though. I haven't listened to any of his music. That's
pretty
that's
good.
a
It's
sad
pretty
thing.
decent.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, I said it just because he's dead, right?
No, I didn't listen before when he was alive, but
Right.
he's.
yeah, I tried listening to his music. It just wasn't for me.
That's all good.
Okay.
Really?
What were you gonna say?
No. I was gonna say first of all, fun fact: Green Arrow came out before Hawkeye. Green Arrow was released in 1941, and Hawkeye first appeared in 1964. So a whole 7 year difference. Okay. But I'm mainly looking at Wikipedia to see exactly what Disney Plus will have, and I mean, we have Honey I Shrunk. Oh, I don't know if these are shows that they're gonna have on there, or if these are gonna be like new shows. Like they have Honey I Shrunk the Kids, but it's under like in development.
If that shit ain't got Rick Moranis in that shit, fuck it.
You got like Parent Trap, Peter Pan, Sister Act 3. I guess these are movies that are going to be on there. Because Sister Act 3 was released, wasn't it?
Did that have Whoopi in it?
I don't know.
I remember Sister Act 2 with fucking ain't shit ass Lauryn Hill.
Damn.
But I don't remember Sister Act fucking 3 for some goddamn reason.
So that means is this an exclusive show?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's going to be a new release.
You got to make sure Whoopi's in there. She is Sister Act. I will say that.
Yeah, she is with her no eyebrows.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there was no Sister Act 2. So Sister Act 3 does it have a cast?
No, I think it's still just in production.
So there was no Sister Act 2?
There is.
No, Sister Act 3.
Okay.
There was Sister Act 2.
He fucked that up.
Yeah.
But there's a pretty long laundry list of what's going to be on there. Like we have Star Wars, Clone Wars going to appear on there.
Well, yeah. So they're adding a new
Paint.
season.
Yeah. We got the High School Musical. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
High School Musical?
Yeah, High School Musical, the musical. Like what the fuck?
Come on, man.
I wonder if it's gonna be like a live action play like they've been doing. Father of the Bride's gonna be on there, which is cool. Wait, is that the
man? You ain't listening to a lot of hits here, man.
Stargirl?
Sorry.
Stargirl.
Yeah, a romantic drama.
You're going into the weeds.
I'm
this.
I'm reading what's on the paper.
Yeah,
it sounds like they're just pulling out some spaghetti and throwing it on the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
Well, one crazy thing is that last week we talked about Charlie's Angels and like how they're gonna have Kristen Stewart or whatever. But one of the other angels is the girl from True Blood, who's also in Full House, who was Michelle's friend with the curly hair.
Pull her up. Who are you talking about?
She was the hot like Native American chick in True Blood.
Oh, the one that showed her titties. The one that you saw her butt ass naked with fucking beef, like a little Hitler looking beef. That shit was good.
Come on,
what show are you talking about?
Janina Gavankar?
She's gonna be one of she's gonna be a Charlie Angels, the new Charlie Angels.
God damn, that girl was bad on True Blood.
You're not talking about Janina, are you?
Let me see.
I don't know her name.
Maybe it's the one I fapped to.
Is it Janina Gavankar? Because she bad as fuck.
No, it's Ella. I think it's her.
Which one? He looking internet.
Ella Blainska?
Yeah, I think that's her.
Let me see what her titties look like.
What the fuck?
I'll recognize
we
show just a picture of her. I mean, if it's the girl on the left, her, right?
Yeah, I think it's her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this shit.
I think
was she on True Blood?
Was she on True Blood? Or am I just fucking tripping?
Man, I think you tripping, man. I don't remember her from True Blood.
Sure.
I would remember that red bone. God damn.
Oh, Naomi Scott, is that her name?
What the fuck? Yes, on this show we do internet searches for hot ass chicks.
Hey, a lot of people
while
do.
we cast.
So if you're looking at who I think you're looking at, this is Pink Ranger as well as the new Jasmine.
Oh, the Pink Ranger was bad.
Yeah, so she was the Pink Ranger in the current Power Rangers, and she will be Princess Jasmine in the upcoming live action.
You would be incorrect
Aladdin.
On both counts, old ninja.
God damn, how you wrong with the internet in front of you?
She's in neither of those movies.
Fuck.
Oh wow, she's 5'10". She's pretty tall for a chick.
Yeah. All right.
She's taller than me.
Who? So you give me the real facts. Is she? I know she's bad.
She's
but
fine.
What else she been in?
Can I look at her? I mean, I'm just what else she been in?
Trying to admire.
Man.
So she's not a lot of shit that nothing you would know.
Damn.
Except for Terra Nova.
Junction 9. Terra Nova.
Yeah, it was a TV series. I actually watched that
I do remember that one. I do remember.
No. Was she?
Yeah, she said she's right here, Terra Nova.
God damn. Well, I mean, look, she's good looking. I'll give her a fucking chance, man. What's she going? She's going to be in.
Oh, she's 22, so she's like young.
Yeah, she was young. Then.
She wasn't. She was in Terra Nova. She would have been a teenager.
She was
like a young teen.
Yeah, because it came out in 2011.
God damn.
8 years ago.
We'll see.
Where the fuck did I pull that fact from the girl from True Blood? I must have been way the fuck off.
You were thinking about the girl from True Blood who was fucking sexy as hell, who's way older.
Where are you seeing Terra Nova? I'm on IMDb.
Are you looking at Naomi Scott or the other?
No, the girl on the fucking screen, man.
Oh, see, I was looking at Naomi Scott. I asked about Naomi Scott.
Jesus, man.
Can't even say.
That's not who we were talking about.
I can't stay with the fucking topic, man. So, I'm interested. I'm interested partially in this Disney fucking Plus. They got some interesting things, but I need to know the price point, and I need to know what real deal hits they got coming on here.
I wonder if they recast her.
Recasted.
The first person I said.
Oh.
Man, she's pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
She's fine and she's pretty.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stop.
I gotta research this because I swear to God, last week I saw her on there and I was like, oh shit, the girl from True Blood.
Oh, she's definitely from True Blood. If you saw her in True Blood showing her tits and vag, she'd have been underage, bro.
Yeah.
She's only 22, and that shit came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's all bad.
All bad.
She would have been.
No,
like,
I think the person might have been recasted. From what I saw last week, I know that for sure it was a chick from True Blood.
All right.
I mean the thing's still in production.
Okay.
Try and find it. What's this Cowboy Bebop news?
Oh.
They're casting Harold from Harold and With something Cho. What's his first name?
John Cho.
John Cho.
Yeah, John
Sulu.
Yeah.
From the current Star Trek.
Yeah, he's gonna be Spike Spiegel.
Is this this is a Netflix one, right? Netflix live
I
action.
believe
so.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I thought it should have been Keanu Reeves.
That would have worked. Well,
Yeah.
he
Is
is
he
older,
too
but no, that could have worked
Spike
still.
Spiegel, I thought was older.
Yeah,
he
he's not
seemed
young.
older and jaded.
He's not young.
Yeah.
You know who else they put in there?
Who?
Your boy, Stokes.
Oh, really?
Bushmaster.
Yeah, he's playing the I forget the guy's name, but the guy with the one arm.
Yeah.
arm, forget
I really
his
liked him. I thought he made Luke Cage season 2 really fun for me.
He needs to be in more stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
I liked him. Yeah.
His name's Mustafa.
Damn.
I was just calling Bushmaster.
Yeah, Bushmaster.
Yeah, we'll see. Does this drop this year, Cowboy Bebop?
Oh, probably not.
No, they just
No.
announced it, man.
Oh,
What
okay.
do you? How, it's
Yeah,
not
how
easy.
fast?
Yeah, it's just, man. Takes a while.
I'm used to when it's a Netflix thing. I'm used to them saying, "Yeah, it's coming soon," and it's here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, they usually
Sometimes.
when they keep it secret.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
When they start announcing we just announced, who's gonna star in this. It's like, okay, it's gonna take you like a year.
Yeah, you're right. We'll see. We'll fucking see, man. I'm not gonna shit on everything.
Especially if they're making like a episodic show.
It's 10
not a movie.
episodes.
Yeah, that's a year at least.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
the red one I was talking about is her real name is Journey Solomon Bell.
Smollett, is she related to Jesse?
Oh
Is that like a
shit!
She is.
Oh, I
think
don't
so.
trust her.
I
She's
think,
lying.
I think that's her brother. I think that's why.
Oh, damn.
I think that's why she was in my feed.
She ain't even fine then.
Damn!
Let me look her up.
You
and
can't
see.
trust her.
Maybe,
literally.
maybe that's why she isn't on Charlie Angel anymore because of her brother.
Yeah, you can't trust this chick.
So she's probably not
Yep.
on it because she's filming.
That's her brother.
That's
She's
brother,
filming Birds of Prey.
Oh no, that's what she is. She's gonna be in Birds of Prey.
God
That's what
damn,
it was.
do you know how inaccurate we have been in the last 5
Birds of Prey, Charlie's Angels. They're all wing-based creatures.
Oh
They gonna
my
be in
goodness.
something.
God.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm jerking off to something.
Oh.
Yeah.
How old is she? Let me make sure we're all.
Oh, she's
definitely a lady.
32.
Okay. all right.
Yeah,
Fuck.
she will be Black Canary.
Okay.
I
And that's a
guess.
movie, right?
This is what our poor homie Quan is on. He's working on this in LA.
God damn. All right, we'll see. Kronos, I want to ask you about your fucking the one with the show Twilight Zone. Are you watching more of it?
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Damn, yeah.
Y'all get into this.
It's fucking dang. Have you watched
Dude.
the first two?
Yeah, well, I have.
Yeah, so the first one was really good.
Which is actually it's available. Like Onan just said this last week. It's available on YouTube right now, and you can watch it on there for free.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It's good, but the second one was better.
Yeah.
Like the first one was fucked up, but the second one was even more fucked up.
Damn.
So the first one, I guess, can I spoil the first one?
yeah.
It's
I
been like
mean,
2 weeks,
it's
right?
been
Yeah,
3
go
weeks.
for it, man.
Yeah. So the first one, it's about a guy who's a real comic. I forget his name, but he is doing a routine, and he keeps bombing.
Bad.
He keeps trying to do like a joke. I forget the fucking joke, but it was a bad joke.
Well, he talks about
It's like
the
political
command, not the First Commandment.
The Second Amendment.
The Second Amendment. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about how like the first letters in it was like our first words in it, and he's trying to be funny about it, but it wasn't funny at all. Keeps bombing, every day, and he sees Tracy Morgan one day, right after he just bombed, he goes to the bar, and he's like, he's asking for notes from Tracy Morgan. He's known as another name in the show.
Yeah.
And so Tracy says, what you gotta do is you gotta tell him something personal about you. And he's like, but they're gonna take it from you. He's like, but you gotta tell him something personal. He's like, you're gonna win every time you tell him something personal. But they're gonna take it. It's gonna be theirs now. And so
Physically theirs?
well, you just
Okay.
So just jumping in, the comedian his name is Which one's
Kumar?
His
Is it
Kumail
Nanjiani?
is the actor. Yeah. He plays Samir.
I think it's Nanjiani.
Yeah. No. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. And then Tracy Morgan plays J.C. Wheeler.
Yeah. And so after he, Tracy Morgan tells him that his next set, he goes up and tells the same stupid ass fucking joke. And he's bombing. In the middle of him bombing, he tells a personal story about his dog. And so
that shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, as soon as he starts telling a personal story about his dog, everybody's laughing about it. Shit's hilarious. Like, it's his first time where he didn't bomb. He's doing great. He killed it.
Yeah.
He goes home to his girlfriend, and he's like, "Oh, where's her dog?" And she's like, "What are you talking?" She's sleeping. She's like, "What are you talking about? We don't have a dog."
Oh.
And then he's like, "What?" He's looking for his dog. He's like, "Oh, you joking?" He's like, "The dog is gone. Never existed. The dog never existed." So he goes back up again.
But like when you're watching this, you're thinking like, oh, I guess maybe he made it up because like the guy's like talking about how you can't find pictures on his phone of the dog, and he swears to God they had a dog, but everybody's like, no, we didn't have a fucking dog. So it's like, okay, is he just making up shit? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Damn.
So he goes up the next day.
Yeah, go ahead.
Goes up the next day. Tells the same stupid ass joke. Bombs again. Then he tells another personal story, and basically every time he tells a fucking personal joke, it takes whatever the person he's talking about out of existence. And when I say out of existence, like they never existed.
Yeah.
Like the next one was, I think it was about his nephew.
But he remembers.
He remembers, yeah, but nobody else does.
Damn.
And it has consequences.
Yes, it does.
Like, because if they didn't exist, other things don't happen.
But then too, there's one part of the comedy where he's going on Facebook, like looking up old friends that would bully him and shit like that. He basically becomes fucking Light from Death Note.
Oh,
he's taking motherfuckers out, but he's taking them out of existence. He's not just killing them; they're not existent anymore, which is fucking great. Yeah, it's fucking cool. Like, even have almost like an Akira feel or a Death Note feel when he's like writing the book, like writing down names and shit like that. And he's on the stage just saying random ass names and all. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, because like the best one. So like after he did it to his nephew, and he realized like what he's doing, he's like, well, shit, I can't do this anymore. But then there was like a fucked up comedian that was there. He hit and killed a mom and kid at a bus station. A bus station he has to walk across every single time he goes to the comedy store that he goes to. And the guy, he got out of the not going to jail, and he's still being a comedian. So he decides to tell a joke about that guy.
Oh,
and he's like, that's when he figures out he can use it for like good. And that's when he starts going after like pieces of shit.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
But at the end, well, maybe I won't say the end, but it gets like the end gets really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
these are hour-long episodes, 30 minutes.
Hour long.
Yeah, hour long. But about 40-ish because there's no commercials. So yeah, typical. But then like the season episode 2, they do a nod to the original. Was it like 30,000 feet?
Yeah,
the one with the whole airplane scene. But they do a fucking crazy twist on it. Like the theme is still there where he's on a plane, but like they took away a lot of the other elements and just crazy ass fucking shit is happening, which is crazy.
Different actors in that one though, right?
Yeah, different actors. Yeah.
Yeah. So the second one is about he finds like an MP3 player. And he puts on these headphones, and it's a podcast, and it's Dan Carlin is the guy who's doing the podcast.
Oh yeah, we know him.
And it's about the flight that he's on.
Okay.
And so it's like it's 1313 or something like that.
No, it was flight 1010.
It's
don't matter about the number.
Yeah.
Oh, 1040. Yeah, it was 1040, and the flight was boarding or it was about to take off at 1040. So all the things kind of lined up.
Yeah. So basically, he's listening to this podcast. And it's literally everything that's happening on this flight.
Oh shit!
And like before it even takes off, he's saying that this is basically like the last things that happened on this flight, and it's gonna disappear at 10:40.
Oh.
And nobody knows what happened. And so you're just like, what the fuck? And then like, as it goes through, it like keeps talking more and more about what's gonna happen on this plane, and shit starts happening, and he's trying to find the person who brings the plane down.
Wow!
I won't give up the end of this one either because the end is really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both episodes are on YouTube, or just one?
I think just the first one. I don't know about the second one.
Especially when he's trying to find like an air marshal to figure out who the fuck is gonna bring the plane down, and the air marshal like ends up locking his ass up for being crazy on the plane and shit.
Oh,
it's hella funny.
fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
So are all of these like available Netflix style, or they're just week by week?
They're doing it old school fucking network style.
Yeah,
damn.
So we gotta wait.
And I kind of like how they're doing. Like at first, I thought it was gonna be weird just seeing Jordan Peele kind of like walking on screen and be like, and now he's entering the Twilight Zone. But he does it pretty well. Like the way he does, and like he has his quick little like eyebrow raise when he says it. It's growing to me. I'm liking it because I love the original series.
So my oldest daughter, she was like, she said it was hard to take him seriously because she just knows him as like a guy that does comedy.
Exactly.
I'm like, but he does, he directs all these other movies that are not comedy. And she's like, oh, I didn't know that, but it's like, yeah, he's
Liam motherfucker.
I mean, she's probably too young to see like Get Out and like Us and whatnot. I mean, those are rated R true movies and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's I think it's really well done so far.
Good shit.
So it's definitely worth watching. The updated music is really cool too.
Mm-hmm.
The updated intro is really cool, and like the way like Blue was saying, like the way he says like this is in the Twilight Zone, like him explaining like everything, like randomly in the show is just like it's excellent. I love that shit.
It's getting good buzz, man. I need to watch it hopefully this weekend. You know?
But so far, compared to the original one, it doesn't have that like. I mean, it still has like kind of the creepy undertones, but like the original Twilight was like, yo, that's kind of like that's fucked up, like crazy ass shit. Like one of my favorite episodes, the one with like the little kid who has like powers and he's like killing fucking people just because he doesn't like them.
Yep.
And that one's like one of the classic ones. So I'd like to see more episodes. The next one's about, I guess, like a woman. I guess it's almost like Groundhog Day where she keeps repeating a certain thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go too much into details, but it's like what the fuck is happening because it keeps changing as it keeps going along. But one thing, this is nothing like Black Mirror because Black Mirror was more on the technology side where this one is more like kind of reality based.
Okay.
Yeah. One other thing I want to mention, did I mention it last time about how Jordan Peele said that he wasn't going to have people that were white in his shows or movies?
I don't think we talked about it on air.
Okay, so I think he was misquoted is the best way I can put it. Because I read a bunch of news stories that said that Jordan Peele is not going to have people that are not people of color in his works. And that's not accurate at all.
Yeah, that's not the quote.
Yeah, because like the second one.
What was his quote?
So I thought his quote was he didn't see the point of putting another white male lead in his movies as the lead.
Okay, because definitely in Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
there's a white guy's lead.
Yeah. But he was talking about movies, and I think it was at like, I want to say it was at one of the premieres for Us, I want to say, from 2 or 3 weeks back. But
Well, I think depending on the movie, I mean, like, obviously you wouldn't have a Caucasian lead in Us or in
Get Out.
Well,
it wouldn't make any sense.
well, let me just jump in on, for Us, you actually could have anybody in that role in a lot of ways. For Get Out, of course it would only work the way it was set up. Us was something that literally could have worked with Sandra Bullock if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I thought I read it that it said that in any of his stuff, and I'm just like, well, in Twilight Zone, second episode is white dude. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is when does the episodes drop on Twilight Zone?
I think it's Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
So,
Maybe even tonight, man.
yeah. Let me check real quick.
While he is checking that,
She's fine.
yeah, she is. Yeah, she's still on your screen. She's a great screensaver.
So she's gonna be Jasmine, right?
No, a different chick.
God damn, we
Daisy
just went
Scott.
through this.
This chick is someone different.
We just went through this. I know we have not touched upon anime in a fucking while, but I would be remiss if I didn't say the Rising of the Shield Hero finished off an epic fucking season 1 run, and they're into season 2 right now. But goddamn, did you find it?
I don't know because they dropped 2 on the same day.
Okay, well, hopefully
So,
tonight or tomorrow they're gonna drop them.
Oh, that's really weird. I mean, it's been like
But
2
only
weeks.
only 2 are up there right now.
Wait, is that the guy from
it's Joel
from
McHale?
90210?
Or
No,
No, not Luke Perry. He just died, but he could have filmed this before.
Why did he look like him though, right?
He did look a little like
Okay,
him.
I'm not tripping.
Rising of the Shield Hero. Kronos, you're watching this one, right? And you're pretty much current?
It's Thursdays. Yes, I'm current. I'm current right now. I watched it today.
Oh, I need to watch today's episode. God. Ralph Talia,
She's the shit.
best girl in anime right now.
Well, right now. I mean,
Right now.
still, she's up there with what's her name from Naruto? Naruto's wife, Hinata.
Yeah.
Oh, she got the big
Is-
old titties.
Do you like? Well, no. That's a Lady Tsunade.
No, well,
has
Hanada's
big
got
ass
big
titties,
titties too.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But she's like, closet freak.
Yeah, she covers them up.
Yeah.
There you go. I love how they started with all the fucking fake ass controversy where people got mad. Oh, he was accused of sexual assault falsely, and that never fucking happens ever in the history of the world in a fictional show. And then you end up just fucking loving this fucking character to pieces, and you love his former slave. Goddammit. Raftalia.
Yeah. It's interesting cast. Like when he bought a saber, I was like, well, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he freed her, but
He
you know, still, it's just like I was like, you bought a slave. But I guess he needed help because he didn't know how to attack.
All he had was a shield.
Yeah, nobody was helping his ass.
No,
So,
they were sabotaging that. And the way I pronounce it is Naofumi.
yeah, Naofumi. That's
Naofumi,
yeah.
something like that. It's a tough name to pronounce. But he's the fucking lead. He's the shit. He has a fucking dark side. He does some shit for just fucking money, like a merc. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't. After what happened to him when he first got to this world, he's like, I ain't trusting fucking nobody.
Nah.
Except for Raftalia, and that was it for a long time.
Yep.
And now it's Raftalia and what's the bird name?
Yeah, the bird girl.
Forget her name.
Yeah.
Oh, Philo.
Yeah, Philo.
Philo.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, you don't trust nobody else, even that melty chick. He's
Nope.
like, you're fucking world, so you can go fuck yourself.
Nope.
You know, this show is it's really well written. And I think that people that just, they kind of throw it away because of the first episode because he got fucked over by a chick for false rape accusations. She's a villain.
Yeah, and
she is a villain.
You're supposed to hate her.
Yeah, it's
You
worse.
can't watch this show and not hate her.
Yeah.
And the king.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a whole bunch of the spear guy, the spear hero too.
Yeah, piece of shit too. Like the false rape accusations aren't even the worst thing that they do to him.
Nope.
You know, like they keep fucking him over consistently through the show.
Love it. I love it. And the other thing is, if you like anime series where the character obviously levels up, gets better, gets more fucking powers and shit, this show has everything for you because he gets demon-ass dark powers very fucking quickly. And that shit with his shield, he gets so fucking OP with it, it adds to his own development, the whole evil side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love this fucking series. I know they're on, I think, season 2 because they've passed the first 13 episodes, right? I think
so. I don't know what episode I watched today. Well, does it go by seasons? I don't. A lot of Japanese shows, they don't.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. But I know they're in the teens already.
Yeah, and it's really good. Like they have a lot of questions in the show because when the waves come, there's a whole nother faction now, and it's like, and they're way badass, you know. So it's like right when Naofumi basically goes fucking Super Saiyan, somebody comes down and just bitch slaps him, and it's just like what? So then they leave, and I'm just like, dude.
It's well worth fucking checking out, man. The Rising of the Shield Hero. This is one that you just fucking can't miss from an anime standpoint.
Yeah, another good anime that just dropped was it Demon Hunter? I think that's the one, right?
Yeah, you mentioned that in the chat. Yep.
Yeah, so Demon Hunter is another one that has a lot of good potential. It's about a normal guy that lives like out in the woods with his family and stuff, and he goes into town selling charcoal.
Okay.
It's in the winter and the people need charcoal. And he's on the way back, and somebody that's like kind of far away from his house tells him to stay at their house because it's nighttime's coming and demons come out at night. So just stay here tonight and then just go there in the morning. So the guy stays the night, goes back to his home in the morning, and his whole family's fucking dead, like ripped apart, fucked up, and his sister comes back as a demon.
Oh.
And I will leave it at that. It's good so far. It's got some gore to it.
It's a new one in the spring, right? It's just started?
Just started. Episode 1. Episode 2, I think, drops tomorrow or Friday.
Okay.
So I've only watched episode 1 so far. And it's got potential. It has it has Goblin Hunter potential to it.
Ooh, you know I'm there.
So we will see.
Yep.
It's on Crunchyroll?
It's on Crunchyroll, yeah.
One last one I did finish off on Crunchyroll. I mentioned it a couple times last year. It almost made the cut for one of the animes of the year last year. SSS Gridman was fucking dope. If you like thick-ass thighs, Rika is your fucking girl. This girl never wears fucking pants. Her skirt is way, way fucking up there. She's got the fucking schoolgirl uniform. Thickness personified.
She got absolute territory?
Absolute territory for days.
All right.
You will fucking love it. Now, there's great robot fights and all that stuff, too. But the plot with her thighs, so thick.
Since we're still on the topic of anime, I just want to talk about, I know Chrono's mentioned this a few times on the podcast, but I just finished the 7 Deadly Sins on fucking Netflix. Yeah. Season 3. Season 2 was short as fuck. It was like 5 episodes, and I kind of felt like it was a little bit on the filler side, but I mean, it still had kind of a backstory of what was going on.
Yeah.
But season 3 was fucking crazy. So if you're not familiar with the 7 Deadly Sins, I want to say Zen because that's like one of my favorite wines. But 7 Deadly Sins, they're like kind of a mercenary group of like 7 people, and they all have like, you know, the 7 sin signs on them or whatever.
I'm gonna get one of those signs. I'm gonna get the snake eater sign.
You getting a tattoo, new tat?
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Well, I want to get a sleeve completed on my left arm, and I'm gonna make it all nerdy shit.
Good shit.
And I think that one's gonna make it in. Is the Ouroboros, the snake eating itself?
Oh, so that's the one that
What the main
guy has, right?
Melodious has.
Yeah, Melodious, yeah. But this show has fucking super fan service because we have this one chick, we have this one giant chick, and
she's fucking hot.
Yeah, she's so fucking hot. But there's like one thing I think it might have been in the movie, but there's a scene where there's a wizard named Merlin, and Merlin's a female.
She's hot too.
And she's super fucking hot too. But she used like these little like pills to make the giant smaller, so she looks like average size.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where she's like jumping from the flying pig character. And as she's jumping, she's starting to get large again, and her dress starts ripping, like completely. Yeah. But then all of a sudden, Merlin like snaps her finger, and her like full uniform comes on again. I'm like, you bitch, Merlin! But no, and she's like super thick too. She's got like huge ass fucking titties and everything, and she wears like a skirt. But I kind of feel like in the American version they put like leggings, not leggings, but like jumper shorts on her, so you don't see any underskirt. But yeah, I mean it's really fun, but like the main guy,
Melodious, fucking Liz. That dude is
fucks people up.
Yeah, well, he fucks people up, but he's also super fucking extra thirsty with Liz. He's always grabbing her titties and sniffing her skirt and shit.
And like he like pits his head in her crotch, and it's like, oh, this is like the perfect view. Like he's saying shit like that. It's so fucking crazy. But like he's so OP. But it's crazy because like they go against the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
So the 10 Commandments are the villains of season 3, and like they're fucking people. Like they have power levels too. So the I want to say the king, but Melodious, right? Is that what his name is? His power level is like at 3,000, and like the 10 Commandments are like 26,000. So they're already OP, and they like fight against them. And the scene I talked about in the chat room is like there's this red dude named
Galan.
Yeah, Galan. He comes in there because they just get woke. They've been in a prison for like 10,000 years. Nobody got that. Anyway, so yeah, no, from Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
And so he goes down there to challenge the 7 commandment or 7 deadly sins, and he fucks them up. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like they're all fucking dead. I'm like, well, I guess that's the end of the series. But it turns out to be something else, and it's so fucking fun to watch, man.
I need to catch up.
You know what's funny? So Melodious, he's like super OP, but there's the most powerful guy on there is Escanor.
Oh yeah.
And he's this guy, like, if the sun is out, you ain't fucking winning.
Nope.
God
like,
damn.
There's basically no fucking way. At night he looks like a normal nerdy ass guy, but when the sun is out, like, you ain't fucking beating this dude. And he'll clown you while he's killing you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's just like he has this crazy fucking axe that'll fuck you up with. And he basically has the power to make like a mini sun.
Oh,
and he just fucks people up with that shit.
And it's crazy because there's one demon that somehow was able to get his soul out of his body, like sucks his soul out.
Yeah.
And he is so fucking powerful that person bursts into fucking flames from his soul being inside their body.
Now this is only on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, but I think it's part of it's Funimation too. Yeah. But it's Funimation owns the rights to the video, like for like DVDs and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But it's available on Netflix. But yeah, it's a really fun watch. Like even season 1 was pretty good.
I've heard nothing but good things. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. I need to jump back on it though.
Dude, I thought so too, and for some reason I was watching the season 2, and I was like, this sounds kind of boring, but season 3 picks up. Well, like they even changed their outfits too.
Yeah, I was where you were at, like where I watched like maybe 3 or 4 of the first season, and I was like, it's all right. But then like once you get past like the first 3 or 4, it's like it gets way better.
Good,
way fucking better.
And then like they have like I was saying, there's also a movie too, which I think the movie happens after season 3, just because they have they don't have their new uniform, but Melodious has all of his power, because he goes from like not having all his powers, because you have to watch the episode, because there's something about him that it's not right with the team, and you realize that as the story goes on.
Nice.
Yeah, but he sealed away his powers.
Yeah, but it's like the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Shit. Okay. I'm intrigued.
He didn't seize his powers. Merlin fucking stole his powers.
Yeah,
the hot ass thick girl.
Yeah. But it's just mainly because he can't control his emotions. Because if he gets pissed off about something, everything gets destroyed. Like he goes all out.
God damn, I need to see this one. All right, I'm down.
It's so good, man. You definitely gotta watch it.
When do we get One Punch Man season 2?
Before you say that, real quick.
Yesterday, basically. But
Yeah. I just wanted a little Easter egg with the Twilight thing. So the original Nightmare at 24,000 feet, the original one that was aired on Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Richard Donner directed it, which is the same Richard Donner that did the Superman movies. So in the new one with Jordan Peele, the captain of the ship name is Captain Donner.
Nice.
Which it's a nod to Richard Donner.
Good
It's a little
shit,
fun fact.
Nice.
But when I heard it, I was like, hey, I get that reference.
Yeah, that's good. That's dope shit.
All right, what's it? One Punch.
One Punch. You said it's already out, right?
It came out yesterday, I believe. It's on the 9th.
On Hulu, it was released on the 9th.
So,
first episode.
So Hulu's getting it. I can't watch it on Crunchy?
No.
I don't know. No.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is weird, but I got ways to watch it.
Yeah.
I can watch so.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried watching it. It just wasn't available anywhere where I could watch it at the time.
This is once again, this is what we asked for, is to have things, unbundled, and now it's like, shit, we got to pay for all this shit again?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I will catch up on fucking One Punch Man.
Oh, yeah. Well, I heard, I think there was, I know, Cronus, you posted this in a chat room that you had said that,
So Prodigy
about the
posted.
Prodigy?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Prodigy posted about the animation is different. But from what I saw from, the previews, they didn't look that much different.
I hope
It
not.
didn't look like
You said
Terraform Mars.
Yeah.
Terraform Mars is probably the worst offender of changing up the entire series. This still looked like One Punch Man to me.
Well, remember there was also a big change from the Berserk movies to the anime
because
as
it
well.
was CGI.
Yeah.
But this one, it's not CGI. The animation looked roughly the same, so I don't know. It's not Madhouse anymore, so that's going to be a big difference.
Yeah, whenever they change studios, things switch up.
We'll see how the action goes, So, I mean, we all have, our, favorite studios. Like, Studio Trigger is a favorite probably of all of ours, right?
Yeah, they did SSS.
Yeah,
Gridman.
well, that's why I recommended it to you,
Yeah.
right? Because it's the same people that did Kill la Kill and a whole bunch of
Darling
other
and the
ones.
Franks.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I'll have to reserve my opinion of the show until I watch it because I haven't had a chance to, because I don't have... It's on Hulu Plus, right?
Yeah, I think with Hulu, I think, the first, 2 weeks, it's only available on Hulu Plus, but then after that, you can watch it on regular Hulu.
God
Yeah,
damn.
I ain't going to wait. I'll
Yeah.
find it in some way.
Find it one way or another.
It'll find me.
There
Yeah.
you go.
If it's going to be, it's going to be.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, so can we talk about? We hardly ever talk about comics anymore. And I know that's one of the things that some of our listeners wanted us to talk about more.
Let's do it.
We really haven't. So I'm behind on some series in comics, obviously because of the state of my home. That's why we're in the garage. I finally actually got to bag and board a bunch of my comics that I read.
Good shit.
I have a problem with
Space?
organization right now. Space, but that's the main reason is because I don't have space to organize my comics and put them in boxes. I literally have 2 sets of the drawer boxes
Yeah.
that I haven't even put together yet because I don't have fucking space to put them anywhere. So they're still in the boxes. I'm still reading comics, but they're not as much as I'd like to. But I went through a bunch today.
Good.
I'm not caught up on everything, but I will tell you my favorite new ones that have come out.
Okay.
They have a new version of the Guardians of the Galaxy that includes Beta Ray Bill, the Cosmic
Ooh.
Ghost Rider, and a few other of the original Guardians of the Galaxy members. This is after the events of when Thanos died. I forget, it's the Infinity, whatever the fuck.
War,
Gauntlet?
something.
Yeah, the latest
Something.
Infinity War thing in the
Yeah.
comics. So Marvel hasn't been doing great on most of their comics lately. They're coming back with some of them.
Yep.
I think that Cosmic Ghost Rider is probably one of their best new characters.
Oh, yeah.
in the universe. He's
Yeah, he was
fun.
great.
Yeah, so if you have a chance to pick up Cosmic Ghost Rider, definitely pick that up. It's where basically the Punisher is Ghost Rider, and he's funny, and it's really good series. He has crazy OP power set. and
Power
he-
Cosmic, too.
Yeah, so he has Power Cosmic, and he's a Herald of Galactus, and there's something else too. And obviously he's the Ghost Rider.
Yep.
So it's pretty hard to fucking kill. Other ones that have been pretty good is Paper Girls has been continually good. East to West,
I love it.
I've still been reading, when it comes out, which is very infrequently.
Yeah.
Which kind of pisses me off, but whatever. There's the Old Man Logan series is going to end with, I just read it today, but I put it somewhere. I forget the name of the actual thing. Dead Man Logan
Yeah.
is what it's called.
With Wolverine and Old Man Logan meeting, right?
Yeah, and it was a big deal because today they announced that, it was in the news, that Old Man Logan and the current Logan, they meet for
Yeah.
the first time. I'm not going to give any spoilers away of what happened in that meeting, but that happens. The Immortal Hulk has continued to be a really dark version of the Hulk.
It's a horror comic.
It really is. Especially have you read the latest one?
No, I might be one or two behind.
Okay, but it's fucked up because like basically the Hulk only comes out at night.
Yep.
Unless you kill Bruce Banner.
Yep.
Then he comes out whenever. But there's multiple versions of the Hulk inside Bruce Banner.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know. Well, I kind of knew that, but I didn't know that they're all in there almost at all times.
Yeah.
And there's been a question of who is the Hulk right now?
Yeah.
Because the Hulk right now is a Hulk that is intelligent and that can smell fear, and he knows what you did was bad.
Yep.
And he doesn't give a shit about basically anything.
At all.
Yeah, he'll just fuck you up for almost no reason. So that's been pretty good. I've been a fan of Hulkverine. I know that most people aren't.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Hulkverine. There's a new guy that has the powers of both the Hulk and Wolverine.
What the fuck?
So not only is he as strong as the Hulk, but he can pop claws like Wolverine.
Damn, that's crazy.
And he can when he's normal sized, he can pop his claws normally, and he's still pretty strong.
Yeah.
But when he decides to Hulk out, he can fucking Hulk out with gigantic claws.
Have you gotten into any of the Uncanny X-Men?
No, I have not. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, real quickly. I was fucking wrong about something that I gotta fucking admit.
Again?
Never, for the first time
Yeah.
ever.
Oh
goddamn,
man,
first time
you
ever.
taking L's all over the place,
Shut your
man.
bitch ass up.
You
Um,
must want this smoke.
I was never a Cyclops fan. Never. Like from movies to comics to cartoons, never. They brought him fucking back. This motherfucker is my road dog right now. Fucking Cyclops looked Captain America in the face and said, "You didn't do shit for American mutants when they was killing all of us, and you ain't shit, fucking Cap." Steve Rogers couldn't say a goddamn thing to him.
I guess that's true.
And I was like, holy fucking shit, Cyclops got some fucking balls on him, and he might be right. You know what I mean?
I told people this that don't read comics, but I was like, listen, Captain Marvel is not in a good place in the comic books right now.
No, Captain America.
No. Oh, he's talking about Captain. Oh, you said
Captain America.
Marvel.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maybe I said Captain Marvel because that bitch is on my fucking mind.
Yeah.
But Captain America is who he was
Yeah,
talking
she made
Yeah.
your asshole real stretch over.
Fuck your ass. But no, Cyclops has been great coming back. They've paired him up with Wolverine, and I see it right off the bat. Remember when we saw in the Avengers movies, obviously Tony and Steve, not liking each other in Avengers 1, and then Civil War, them fighting each other. Ooh, I want to see a good version on screen of Cyclops and Wolverine hating each other too, because they've always hated each other.
Wolverine wins
Yeah, of course.
100% of the time.
But I will say this: Cyclops has some moral arguments that are fucking compelling.
Doesn't Cyclops blow off one of Wolverine's arms way back in the 80s?
way back in the day, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that blast is ridiculous.
But it shouldn't go through adamantium, and the blast is not a laser beam. It's actually a portal into a different dimension.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, they really?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're concussive blasts. That's why there's no recoil when he opens up his eyes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway, I gotta say that I am enjoying the ever loving fuck of Cyclops being back, and I never thought I would fucking say those words.
It'd be cool to see a badass Cyclops like
Oh, in
not
the
giving
comics,
a
he's bad.
shit. Yeah.
He-
I mean, because
he's
I know
straight
he's
up
like,
villain.
I know he's like a strategist and like super intelligent like human being coming up with like strategies and stuff like that. I can't see him as a badass.
Oh,
And
He does badass shit.
yeah, he had to die in the comics because
Yep.
he was a villain.
They brought him back on here, and he's something. He's something
Yeah,
for real.
I think his younger version from the future had to come and kill him or some shit, kill
Yep.
himself
Yep.
because he was so bad, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and there's all kind of weird stuff with like a new teenage Cable, who has a very different personality from the old man Cable. There's a lot going on, and most of the X-Men are fucking dead. So of course they're gonna bring some shit back. I'm loving everything X-Men going on in the fucking comics, and Fantastic Four, of course.
Yeah, Fantastic Four has been good coming back. I'm one issue behind on that one. Unnatural, which I keep trying to get you to read.
I bought them.
But you haven't read 'em yet.
I need to read them still.
Yeah, this is a really good comic about this thick ass pig chick. All right, she's
That's
like
right.
a pig
Okay.
looking person, and it's in a world where basically there's a whole bunch of different species of people that are like pig, horse, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And they have this whole thing where you're not supposed to cross species, have sex.
No interspecies erotica.
Yeah, so if you do, it's against the law, and they could kill you for it.
They kink shame.
Right? So they're like, there's huge undertones of like what's going on now with like human rights for LGBTQ characters. It's very obvious if you read the comic book and you're aware of anything in America. I mean, I think it's really good because if you have feelings towards somebody that's of the wrong species, they'll put you in like this rehabilitation program, and then they'll try it. Once you hit a certain age, they put you in like a reproduction program. If you don't have like a match,
Yeah.
they'll put you in a reproduction program to make more of that species.
Yep.
So it's really fucked up, and it's written really well. There's titties in it.
Nice.
You know, for me, it's a really good comic.
It's Image.
It's an Image comic. Obviously, there's titties in it.
Yep.
So there's not very many titties in Marvel and DC.
Hey, look, DC showed Batman's dick to us.
They did. And everybody was all mad and shit. I was like, I don't really give a shit.
Did you pick up the new? I heard there's new Carnage going on right now.
I just got. I think today. Are these my new comics? I'll tell you. I think it's for this week's.
Yeah, I'm hearing some good fucking buzz about some Carnage, and I need to pick mine up later. Carnage fucking set my world on fire. As like when I was reading him as a teen when he first dropped and shit, man. We'll see.
Dude, can you not even use Hulu if you don't have an account?
I got it.
Good shit.
I haven't read it yet. Obviously, it came out today.
Yeah, and it's his comic, not Spidey's. It's like he's the headliner.
It's called the Web of Venom, Cult of Carnage.
There you go.
That's what it's called.
I'm down.
There's a whole bunch of really cool variants of DC Comics this week, but there's another comic called Prodigy, and that's also from Image. It's from Mark Miller's the writer.
Oh, okay.
And it's about this guy who's basically a super genius, and he solves problems, and that's been really interesting. Basically, it's like a mixed version of Tony Stark.
Okay.
But he tries to do the right thing, sort of super spy-ish. But he's like seems like way smarter than Tony Stark, because he can spawn off multiple threads of thinking in his brain at once while doing other tasks. So it's been interesting so far.
Good shit.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of really good comics out right now. Another one I'm looking forward to starting to read is there's a Marvel Tales called Thanos.
Hey.
Which I haven't read yet, so hopefully it's good.
There we go.
And I was surprised to see, so I'm going through like a lot of audiobooks right now.
Yeah.
And there's a Thanos audiobook.
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Yeah.
An official one?
Let me tell you, yeah, it's an official Marvel one.
Not some fanfic from Tumblr.
And it's supposed to be after the events of Infinity War.
Oh,
it's supposed to link.
fuck.
It's supposed to link into the movie, into Endgame.
Shit, I might need to hear this.
And
God damn, find that link.
Yeah, I'll tell you the name of it right now. It's called Marvel's Avengers: Infinity War. Thanos Titan Consumed is what it's called.
Yeah, you know, actually, I saw that posted on Facebook too. I thought it was just like, I don't know, a graphic novel talking about like his background or past or whatever.
Well, it's in between these two stories, from what I understand. It's has 5 stars on Audible.
Ooh.
So,
Dude, Disney's trying to get that money.
Yeah.
Well, everybody cares about Thanos now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've got a lot. It's about 10 hours long if you listen to on the audiobook. So, and I've been going through like a shitload of audiobooks lately.
So I'm sorry. Have you started that one yet?
I have not started that one. I'm still reading or listening to Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab right now, which is pretty good.
The V one you were talking
Do you have the Unlimited? Do you have
it's not part of the film series.
You have the an audio. Oh, God, I can't pronounce it.
Audible account?
Audible account, yeah.
Yes, I do, because I didn't get it at first because I was like, the audiobooks, what's the point of getting Audible? So there's a huge point. If you listen to enough audiobooks, if you get an account, you save money.
Yeah.
Especially if you buy credits.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, this is what kind of sold me. So I was just buying books normally. They're like, some of the books are like $24, $19, whatever the fuck. Some of them they're cheaper, but I started listening to so many, and I was like, is there a way I can get these at a discount?
Yeah.
If you get an Audible account, it's a discount automatically.
Ooh.
And this is probably one of our fucking sponsors.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Sound like an ad.
This is going to be an ad. But we don't have like a special code for you, sorry.
Is there one, though?
There's a whole bunch of them out there. If you look up Audible, Joe Rogan's got one. Look up Joe Rogan's fucking thing. You'll save like probably your first month.
But I wonder if you you know how like Crunchyroll, if you give somebody like your subscription code, then you kind of get credit for it or whatever.
I'll look it up. I'll see if we can get on a sponsorship too. But anyway, because I want to recommend them highly because I love Audible. So first of all, everything's at a discount. Pretty much everything is at a discount. And then every month you get 1 free credit. So that credit can go towards pretty much any book. And so I was worried about like the length of the book because I was like, well, what if it's like a really long book? If they still get the credit? Yes, they do. Because like I've had books that are 8 hours. That was 1 credit. And another book that I got for a credit that was 22 hours long.
God damn.
So and that was Dies the Fire. That book was long as shit, but it was really good. And then also when you have an Audible account, you can buy credits for like way cheaper than you would normally buy a book.
Nice.
This is another good example. So I bought 3 credits for, it was like $11 and some odd cents per credit. So it's like $33 something, right? For 3 credits.
You sound like Commander Shepard talking about something at the fucking.
It's my favorite store in the city.
Yeah, it's basically like $33 for 3 credits.
All right.
And once you buy, or I can talk about Latinum. You want to do that? I can go back to like Deep Space Nine. Anyway, so you can use it's way cheaper because some of these books are like $24.
Yeah.
You know, per audiobook. But if you buy the credits, it's half the price or less than that. So to me, it made sense.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now put a link out there, man.
Yeah, you can become affiliated with Amazon whenever people referencing it.
We should probably do that because Audible has been like the shit for me.
Well, because I have for right now, like I have because I have the Amazon Kindle and they have like I can't remember what it's called. It's Amazon Books or it's Amazon Kindle. They have a program with that where you pay like I think it's like $6 a month or something like that, and you get to choose any goddamn book in their category, and you get one book, you get one free book a month, and it doesn't matter what book it is, the price or whatever, you just get a free book, and you get to keep it. So even if you cancel your thing, you still get to keep the book.
Yeah. Do they have the hentai mangas? Or?
It's the same.
I don't know if that falls in that category, but I know they have hentai on there.
Well, it's the same thing for Audible. You get to keep it. Like this book is mine. I downloaded all my books, and they're mine. What I might do, like when Infinity Base is done being built, I might do like a book club, and then like every month we'll talk about like a book, or maybe every 2 weeks or something like that, because it doesn't take that long to finish a book. Right? It's talk about like I'll say like this is a book that we're gonna all read together, read it, and then we'll talk about it. I'll have like a discussion or something like that online about it. I think that'd be pretty cool because there's like a lot of really good books out there that people don't know about. And if you suggest to me a book, so like Dies the Fire is a book that a guy I do jiu-jitsu with. His name is Ed. He's a black belt now. I remember when he was a blue belt, but he recommended the book to me, and it's a really good book. And I would love to talk about it to more than just him. And I think this would be a really good way to get out there, like more obscure books that you might not know about.
Good shit. So. Old Ninja, you need to get on in here. God damn it. Are you reading any comics or at all? Or are you giving up on fucking Star Wars and shit?
No, I actually bought one of the like last trades before the Disney acquisition.
It was like years ago.
No, well, it wasn't a trade then. I guess the trade is like fairly recent, like maybe a year. I think it was something that Cronus was reading when he was trying to get K-Mac to read it. I don't remember.
Vader one?
No, not Vader Down. It's one. It's like slightly. It was just before that.
What is it called? Jesus Christ!
Hold on. I think I got it in my backpack.
Damn, this motherfucker needs that ginseng.
I do.
I forget. I get it.
Yeah, because I have these old I have some of these on here. Like I have Superwomen on here.
That's not trades.
No, but there's a trade. It's like one of the solo kids before there was Ben. So it has it's a trade of her adventures like just after the Star Wars Legacy. And there was some big Star Wars news. Actually,
actually get that. What was the big news?
So Respawn Entertainment teased like a mini trailer to their new game, which is Jedi Fallen Order. We will see a trailer this weekend at the Star Wars Celebration. Star Wars Celebration takes place in Chicago this coming weekend. There's probably going to be a bunch of reveals, one of them of which will be Jedi Fallen Order.
Wait, and so this is the Respawn, like the ones who gave us Titanfall,
the ones who gave us Apex Legends.
Apex Legends.
They've been working on this game for a little bit. This game is supposed to release in December of this coming year.
But Respawn is owned by EA, right? Right?
This is being distributed by EA because they have the rights to Star Wars games.
Okay.
But they are, I guess they're owned by them because everything they've been put out has been EA.
Dude, I really need a good Star Wars game, man. Like, it just feels like it's been a minute.
I mean, it's like, remember the old school, like Dark Forces and Jedi Academy, Force Unleashed.
Yeah, Force Unleashed.
Oh god, that was great.
It's funny because a lot of the games currently are being they're backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So if you feel
nobody's playing
nostalgic,
the Xbox One though.
Well, I'm playing it and they're available and they're free.
No, you ain't.
So, yes, I am.
You got that PS4 though.
Why don't you look at our Twitch page and see my gameplay on there of these games? Because I got Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy on there.
That's the problem, because that's why we have so little views, because you're playing your fucking Xbox. Put it on a fucking PlayStation.
I've been playing. Well, my PlayStation won't let me play on Twitch, so
you're doing something wrong.
Nope.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong.
Nope.
Twitch is fine.
Nope.
Twitch is perfectly fine.
So Twitch is working for all these millions of other people, but not you?
No, Twitch doesn't work because there's multiple of us on one account.
Work for me.
It don't work for me.
Of course you.
But I haven't tried in a while.
Whatever. So
Yeah,
Respawn doing this game.
Respawn's doing the game. We will see a full trailer on Saturday.
I hope, God damn it. I trust Respawn in a lot of ways, though, because Titanfall 2 was fucking dope, and Apex is a really good game.
Yeah, Apex is fucking dope.
Apex was like low key. I've never seen they pulled the most gangster move ever in gaming.
Yep.
They announced the game and dropped it the same fucking day. Nobody has the fucking balls to do that.
Yep.
Nobody.
But again, I got to give even more credit to the fact that EA dropped Battlefield 5 just a few months earlier and completely took out their whole Battle Royale at launch and then did this and said, here's a better version. You know what I mean? Like, with no ads, no advertising at all. Surprise, here's the greatest version of Battle Royale that we could make.
So much for this stole thunder from Fortnite. Now Fortnite's trying to change up and be more like Apex.
But I will say this about Fortnite. Say what you will, you don't have to love it, whatever. They do switch things up a ton of the time.
They're like season 10 or 11 or 12.
Like, that's all they do is switch shit up. Hoverboards, and fucking DeLoreans, and...
Yeah, they got like the little gyro, the little things with the suction cups.
Yeah.
Little fucking balls or whatever.
And when I say that, if you haven't played since season 4 or 5 or whatever, you're playing a different fucking game of Fortnite now.
Yeah, but I mean, Apex just started, and it feels fresh and new. I mean, it does things that Fortnite didn't, and now Fortnite is trying to incorporate things that Apex has done.
Yep.
So, I mean, to do that, that's a huge feat, especially with very little acknowledgement. Like, literally, it was literally talked about just hours, like the day before.
Real quick question, though, back to the Respawn one. One more time, what's it called?
It's called Jedi Fallen Order.
Do we even know if this is a multiplayer, single player, what is this game?
No idea.
We don't even know if it's first-person shooter.
Well, I mean, he just said they're gonna.
We're gonna see a full trailer.
All right,
we'll see one
see
this
the teaser.
We will see one this weekend at Star Wars Celebration.
All right, well, since we're on, are you done with that right now?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
That's all there is.
I try to flow in other shit.
Yeah.
We all do, but I don't want to step on your toes. We didn't talk about last week because me and Prodigy kind of got into it about split screen, like a while back. I don't remember the conversation.
Y'all still talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm bringing it up again. So Borderlands 3 will have split screen again. Yep. It's not 4-player split screen, which will be nice, but it's still split screen. It's 2-player split screen as far as I've seen so far for Borderlands 3, and I think it's great.
It's like they were listening to this podcast.
Yeah, and a lot of other people. It's not just me. All right, because I had receipts.
No, it's just us, man. Everybody else talking about
I showed a bunch of other people. It's like, I missed this shit. I missed couch co-op. Thank you for bringing it back. Thanks for still having this feature. So the Borderlands 3 will have, split screen.
Yes.
And I think it's great. What are your problems with it still?
I've said this kind of over. At least I said it online over and over again. I just want everybody to admit that it isn't very common nowadays in the world of video games. And when you look at all of the ones that came out, like, for example, on the PS4 for this gen that's been out for like 6 years, it's pretty rare for a lot of games now.
It's kind of rare. Yeah. I mean, no, it's rare. That's fine. But people still want it, though.
Well, that's where part of me doesn't believe it's as high as you would, as high as some people are implying. No, in terms of their list. I don't. If it was the number 1, number 2, number 3 thing that people wanted, why wouldn't I be seeing it in 60, 70% of the games? That's always been my point about it.
But you keep talking about Call of Duty, easily one of the biggest selling first-person shooters.
Yes.
That game that's consistently had split screen.
Not all of them.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
I name one that didn't, because I can pretty much name all of them that did.
Not all of them. Hold on.
Well, it looks like Handsome Jack had a split screen.
Yeah, it did.
Almost all of them did.
Yeah, for the Borderlands, it did.
They used to have 4-player split screen.
Yeah, this has always been in this franchise.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it used to be a common feature. Just because they decided to stop doing it doesn't mean that it wasn't a popular feature. People still want the feature.
See, I don't buy that all that much
see,
though.
Well, I go back to the fact that we're adults that have money. Like we're not rich, but we have enough money to. Me and you, we could buy a game, at least one game a month, easily.
Sure.
Like I could buy a fucking game. I could buy a game almost every fucking day.
Yes.
All right, and I'd be okay. But the thing is that there's kids out there that don't have money, or parents out there that don't have a lot of money, that want to play these games with their friends, and not all of them can afford to purchase these games. And so that's the reason why that couch co-op was so important. I think the fact that that these manufacturers took away that feature was probably to maximize profits, but it's to the detriment of the people that play those games. That's why people miss those games, because it's like, listen, I miss the fact that I can sit down with my friends that maybe cannot afford this game to play it in my house. We can all have fun together.
Yeah, I don't have the nostalgia, even though I grew up with arcades and some of the same some split screen, some not split screen co-op experiences. I love the online. I do love the online for going on, playing with either friends or people I don't know fucking online.
Yeah, I mean...
I enjoy that aspect, and I definitely realize that it makes people money because there's so many people who buy the game and play them online.
Yeah, dude, you're every single Call of Duty pretty much has.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think.
I just said not all. I don't think all of them. Am I
pretty sure everyone.
Call of Duty 2, 3, 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghost, Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. They all had split screen.
Okay, so a lot of them have had it.
That's pretty much all of them.
Except for Black Ops 4.
In the first
but
one.
Even with that being the case, there are...
It's the highest selling game of all time.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Well,
franchise.
Because GTA sold more than that.
The highest selling franchise of all time.
Sure. That's... is it?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty consistently.
Is it? Okay. If it is, that's great. But even with that being the case, there are a ton of games that don't have... It's not in Red Dead... I mean, we could go down the list. It's not in any of the Red Deads. It's not in any of the GTAs, right?
Well, GTA does... I mean, if you look at them...
I mean, Battlefield 1 didn't have it.
They're good for certain kinds of game. Obviously, it doesn't make sense in Red Dead Redemption, right? Because it's a character-focused...
But there's a whole there's the entire multiplayer aspect of it. If you wanted to do a split screen, you on your horse working tag team with it.
But it makes sense. It makes sense in other kinds of games, though.
Yeah,
I don't think it makes sense.
Red Dead has a slight RPG feel to it.
Sure.
So it's a little different doing split screen RPG.
It's still not in anywhere close to a majority of the games that came out for
not
this
anymore.
generation. That's all I've been saying on it, and it's not for me.
I guess I have to say, Call of Duty is not the highest selling franchise of all time. It's Mario. That's fine.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon, and number 4 is Call of Duty. So it's the highest selling first person shooter of all time.
Sure.
There you go.
Sure. And I don't have any problem with it. I know this though. Hundreds of millions of people play Call of Duty online with their multiplayer and co-op and all that stuff.
But you can play split screen online.
Yeah, I hear you. I think that the overwhelming majority of people play it online without the split screen. But
I mean,
if you have,
I feel like if you're in a college dorm and you're doing split screen, you're playing with like your frat homies. You're playing with your boys that live on campus or boys that live off campus. You can just sit there and couch and then like just own, because you can tell who's what is guest, and then whoever is the main account. And because I've done this with my cousin, you can import another profile and bleach split screen, and nobody would ever know. So
Overwatch didn't.
I have no idea about Overwatch.
Yeah. I mean, there's some games obviously that I don't think any of the Assassin's Creeds, of course, even the ones that did and did not have multiplayer. There's a long list of games that don't have it, and that's fine. If you like it, you like it. But it's not my preferred experience for playing together.
Yeah, I understand it's not yours, but it's people that are out there. It's like I said, people like me and you, we don't need it. All right, but there's people that don't have a lot of money that would like it.
But if it was such a... Here's the thing. The video game industry, every single one of them, like the big studios and whatnot, do large-scale focus group studies and whatnot. If in these focus groups, people were demanding that this is a top 2, top 3 feature for them, I think it's pretty logical that we would be seeing this more often because it would give a competitive advantage over the games that don't have it.
Right. So we already said that the top selling first-person shooter
franchise has it in a lot of their games.
Basically for fucking all their games.
Yes, but
the vast majority of them.
But the overwhelming majority of games that have come out for this gen only has like probably what was I gonna say?
Because a lot of games it doesn't fit having that sort of game.
Yeah.
If this is the big go-to, I think we would see it more than the tiny minority that we see it, though. And you would hear about that. These companies would hear about it in focus groups, and you would see it more often. That's all I'm saying.
I know that there was. I go back to your focus group. There was a focus group for Battlefront because they took it out of the 2015 one, and people complained. And they did the focus groups with this. They actually showed. You can watch this video about DICE's content creator saying, we brought this back because there was a demand for it. For Battlefront 2. Because there was a demand for it. But still, people loudly said, we want this to be in the next game. So, I mean, but like Krona said, it depends on the game. Like, games like No Man's Sky. I mean, that's like a semi-RPG type shit. You're not going to do split screen on that fucking game. Games like Red Dead has RPG elements to it.
Sure.
Because when you're playing online, you have a home base. You have, like, inventory that you keep over time, per se. And it's, like, it's hard to do split screen. Because, like you said, it's character-based. But, like, racing games, first-person shooters, those games, they have the ability to do it. A lot of them do. Some of them don't. So I really think it depends on what kind of game that you're playing.
I think it's nice to have, and I think that it's a feature that people still want.
I think it's a nice thing to have as well, because I remember like recently I was over at hanging out with my nephew, and we were playing Call of Duty, and like I mean they don't have much money, so he hooked up his Xbox to the TV, and we're watching on a CR fucking T. We were playing on a CRT TV,
well,
that
tells you socioeconomics right there.
Yeah, and so he kept kicking my ass just because I wasn't used to the fucking like resolution. I was like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck I am. I ain't even shooting. But yeah, it was just fun playing with my nephew, like having him next to me and him talking shit and me talking shit back to him. It was just fun.
Have you guys ever seen how a CRT monitor works?
Yes,
like the inside guts.
No, just like how it actually how you view the screen.
Oh yeah,
it is some serious caveman shit. Hold on, I'll see if I can pull up a video. Y'all bullshit for a second, but what you see with your eyeballs is not what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, because I know there's a group on YouTube that's the slow-mo guys. They put a slow-mo camera and face it at CRT TV, and the guy was playing Mario Brothers, and it's literally. It's like going it's going left to right, line by line, but it's so goddamn fast that it looks fucking normal, dude.
No, I know what you're talking about
this
now.
I'm gonna show it on the
someone
on the podcast, but this is how a CRT monitor works.
Just before you play that, someone in the cast commented about the split screen. They said split screen is good for players that live together, and he said couples.
Yeah,
it's a good thing to have couples, especially if you want to teach someone first-person shooters.
Yeah, but there also are plenty of games where you can play as couples without any fucking split screen, like all the fucking fighting games. You know what I mean? And a whole bunch of sports games.
Or even RPG games. Like
I mean,
but if you want to play like a first-person shooter or something like that,
you're in need of split screen.
So here's this is what it looks like slowed down for a CRT monitor. It's literally drawing line by line, but our stupid-ass caveman brains see it as a picture. But it's literally line by fucking line.
We're easily fooled.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the B's and B's.
Was there?
Do we have one? This
yeah, there was one that was asked by Derek and up in the Facebook chat. He had
who got the Division 2 from us.
Yes, he did. He confirmed
when
right
the Division 2. And his question was about Game of Thrones. And his question was, who did you think will be the first major character killed off of Games of Thrones with this new season, I'm assuming?
I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying Jon Snow is gone.
Is he already? I thought he's been gone for a while.
No, he resurrected.
I don't know. I don't watch the show.
I say he's gone.
He got fucked up, though.
He did?
He got prison shanked by everybody in the prison.
God
he did.
Who y'all saying?
Shit.
It's been like over a year and a half since we've had new episodes.
I'm going to say Brienne of Tarth.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. The tall chick for y'all that are not He used to be
Captain Phasma.
Captain ain't shit ass Phasma.
Yeah, that was the most fucked up character ever.
I'm gonna say Sansa.
I hope not.
Ooh, man, she's so
I
good.
think she's pretty.
She's so
She
good.
is, but I won't be surprised if like she does some shit where she tries to be a warrior and gets fucked up.
I don't think we've ever seen her pick up a sword, have we?
Yeah, but I'm saying she might do something stupid.
Okay.
Or someone uses her against Jon.
Do you watch it, Blue?
I'm gonna say Hodor is gonna die.
Oh,
man.
What, is it too soon?
Yeah, hold that door.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Oh.
All I know is Hodor's dead. The Red Wedding. Brothers and sisters fucking.
Yep.
Some kid fall out the window.
Yep.
From frozen people and a midget.
There you go.
And a dick ass fucking king prince, whatever.
And
There's a couple of them.
it drops on Sunday.
This
night.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Here we are in April. All
I
right.
am looking forward to it.
Yeah, that one. Okay, everybody watch episode 1 because we talking about that next week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
All right, let's wrap
And
it
then,
on.
actually, I got a quick B the MTI question for you guys. I mean, it's to be simple. So, when you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what's your preferred peanut butter, smooth or chunky?
Chunky.
Haven't we asked this before?
No, I think we talked about toasting bread.
I feel like someone asked us last year.
Chunky with
Well-
toasted bread. Just saying.
Super chunky.
Smooth.
Bitch ass smooth.
I'm going chunky too.
Chunky.
Well, the
say
reason why I
smooth.
asked is because on yesterday was National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day or something like that.
God damn.
Sure.
That's probably why it came up again, but yeah.
All
I haven't
right.
had PB&J in like fucking forever.
Same here.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I used to love them shits. When I broke the school record for the 40-yard dash, I basically ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every fucking day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone asked us, in the chat, it was Warrior Fella, is anyone watching Ultraman on Netflix?
I
Didn't
am.
you start it, Blue?
Yeah, I'm like 3 episodes in. It's entertaining, but it doesn't have because Ultraman, for me, Ultraman was like a guy who does a little move and all of a sudden he gets fucking big, and the guy who's playing him now hasn't done that yet.
Isn't it
It's-
animated?
Yeah, it's animated. It's very
CGI.
it's like Knights of Sigonia or whatever. It's like that style of animation.
Oh,
yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
When I saw
remember that one.
Ultraman, he was like the original Power Ranger.
Yeah, so that one was live action, yeah, but this
Yeah.
one's animated. But like it's basically his son is now Ultraman. He the dad had Ultraman's power and he fucked and had a kid and he took on the Ultraman power. That's what he got.
okay.
That's how I'm assuming how the power transferred.
He gets
Sure.
that ultra dick.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, this isn't gonna be too much of a big spoiler, but so Ultraman, like once all the bad guys are defeated, Ultraman goes away, and the guy who had Ultraman's power doesn't remember anything. Like he doesn't remember, he remembers, being himself, but he doesn't remember being Ultraman.
Goddamn.
But then eventually, they have to explain to him that you were Ultraman, and now your son has powers and shit like that. But it's right now, it's kind of. I'm only on the 3rd episode. I think it's typical Netflix thing where the show starts off slow, then it probably gets better as it goes on. So
Good
we'll
to
see.
12
I'm still-
episodes, I'm assuming.
yeah, I think so.
Quick question for Cronus. Did you manage to finish Love, Death, and Robots?
Yeah, I finished it. I think yesterday. Yeah, I watched all of them, and I loved them. Like
Dude,
there,
they're so fucking good.
there were some that weren't. I mean, I loved all of them, right? But there were some that were obviously better than others. I love the ones where they had the werewolves that were. with the
just about
Oh,
to
them
ask.
Marines.
Just about to ask. That
Even
one.
though they fucked up parts of it because they called him he called a gunny a sergeant. And I was like, bitch, that's a gunny. But I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna calm the fuck down because I was a Marine. I hate that shit. All right, there's certain things. I was a Marine, or I am a Marine, whatever the fuck. And there are things that I threw away from the Marine Corps, right? Like a lot of shit, because I wanted to integrate normally into civilian society, right? So like a lot of shit I just let go. But there are certain shit that I cannot fucking let go. Is when they call somebody like by the wrong rank in a movie or in a show. I'm just like, I can't get over that shit. Like, it fucking bothers me. Other than that episode was fucking great. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
The same reason why doctors can't watch the ER show.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And like
cops
this-
don't watch the why,
Yeah.
SVU shit.
There's just certain things that just bother me. Yeah, it's if y'all haven't had a chance to watch it, the entire series is good. I like the fact that they're all different.
Yeah.
Some of them are funny, like the tofu one.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, you mean the yogurt one?
Yogurt, yeah,
Yeah.
the yogurt one, and
That
the
shit was
one
dope.
with the Ice Age and the Icebox. With
Oh,
the
yeah.
yeah.
That was dope.
and Ramona.
I love
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed all of them.
And it's a quick watch too, because like
Well,
I think the longest episode is like maybe 20 minutes, but there's
at
not.
most.
But there's like almost 30.
Somewhere,
of them.
yeah.
there's 18 of them.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
there's like somewhere like 5 minutes.
the
Like
yogurt one is 6 minutes.
Yeah, so
Like flat.
But that yogurt one was fucking.
that shit was
great,
fucking
man.
funny.
It sounded like the guy who voiced the Brain from Peeking the Brain. Does
It
the
did.
comedy.
Yeah.
It might be. I didn't even look, but it was still cool.
And also the one with there was the girl from Orange the New Black was in there.
Mm.
It was the Lucky 13. She was the pilot.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that was a good one. I like
yeah,
that
that
one.
was a good one. Yeah,
Very good.
That was cool.
good.
That could have been its own. I would have watched more episodes of that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's it.
There's a bunch of those I would
Yeah.
watch more. you
Like
know?
I want more. Like for example, like Lucky 13. I want more of that one. But my favorite one was the one with the one with
The cage fight or the fighting.
yeah, the
monster
fighting one with the monster one. Oh, that
that
shit
was
was
good.
so good. Like I wanted more to that. Like
That was my pilot episode.
Yeah.
I was hooked from there.
I want like the episode Suits, the fucking Titanfall Farmer Edition. I want that
was
to be a
great.
game.
oh yeah, that one looked like it would be a dope fucking
yeah,
game.
I figured the guys who did Garden Warfare, Plants vs Zombies,
Yep.
that they should make this game.
Look, even the vampire shit with Dracula.
Oh, where he shot off his
Fucking
dick.
hardcore.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Oh yeah, and they like showed his dick too, and he still shot it off.
Or the one where they're in the trash yard and the guy's trying to
Oh,
take
yeah.
his plant, you know?
that shit was great when he grabbed him by the balls first.
Yeah.
What was
Tentacle rip that dude or what's
Yeah.
going on here?
What's funny about that episode? That episode reminds me of an episode of Tales from the Crypt.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's the one. Actually no, not Tales from the Crypt. It's oh god, Creep Show.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you don't know Creep Show was like kind of a knockoff Tales from the Crypt, but it was like a 3-part like movie series.
There was
But
a movie. Mhm.
There was one of the movies where the guys they go to like this beach, or they go to like a lake or whatever, and like there's a sign that says no swimming, but these kids go swimming. And this episode's got titties in it, by the way.
Yeah,
And there's
there
like
you
this,
go.
there's like a blob creature in the fucking water, and like they start swimming to like this little floating platform, and this blob like grabs one of the guys and he fucking eats them, and like it's a really good. You can probably find this on it's probably be on HBO now if you
Probably.
have it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking great to watch.
Good shit. See, I do like that about HBO. They keep a lot of their old great shit
Yeah.
on their fucking app, unlike
But where's Real Sex?
DC.
Real,
they
Real
they have-
Sex is not on there.
Oh,
None
it
of them
isn't?
are. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Wait, what?
man,
I
I
thought
grew
it
up
was
on
some-
that shit.
I thought it was under the docu-series. That,
Man, that show made my balls drop. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you that right now.
Oh, Ninja, I was fucking looking.
yeah.
I fucking find it.
All that
Wait, do they
bullshit.
have the taxi cab confessions?
I don't give a fuck. Is it Real Sex?
Yeah,
Damn, Real Sex.
There were
was
like
shit.
40 seasons of
Real
that
Sex
shit.
Yeah,
was
there
fucking
was.
Great.
Dude, I remember the episode where
Cat
they-
House.
Yeah,
Cat
there you
House. Oh, that
go.
was good too. No, for Real Sex, I remember the episode where like they had like the sex doctor that came on there and was trying to
Yep.
show chicks how to like do blowjobs and stuff,
Yeah.
and she like had like a bunch of fucking different kind of dildos, and there's like a scene where she's like. She opened up her dishwasher, and it's just a dishwasher full of fucking
Yep.
dildos.
Yeah,
I'm like, God
washing it.
damn.
Yeah, you
Yep.
gotta clean them things.
Yeah.
Start smelling like tuna.
Freaking freak.
Or shit.
Old Ninja, what you got populating this week?
Our shit. Our dank ass breath.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more Twitch stuff going. Buck, the raid for fucking Division 2 will drop soon.
Ooh.
I am trying to get to level 30 so I can be ready. Playing some more Apex. I've been playing a lot of Apex because I unlocked the new character, so I've been checking them out. Just watching. I'm behind a lot on the CW stuff because I know they're about to end right now. I guess they're making changes because, you know, Arrow's about to end next season, I guess.
Right now they're in a like mid-season break right now. So
That's good, so I can try to catch up. I know
Yeah.
that Black Lightning is done and is now currently on Netflix. So you can watch all of Season 2 on Netflix. And I know Legends of Tomorrow came back. I just finished The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I heard that was good.
Yeah, that was
good, man.
definitely interesting. And then Game of Thrones on Sunday. I got to be ready. I'm going to be ready and try to watch all that so we can talk about this next week. And I'm going to try to get someone on the cast to like game with me so we can get more Twitch stuff. And then with
I'm
Bovine.
Down, I'm down this week.
Sure. So there you go.
Blue, what you got?
Yo, so this weekend, if you guys, I talked about it in the past. This weekend is San Francisco Cider Fest.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
This will be like my maybe third or fourth year in a row.
And I never go.
Yeah, I never go
I
too.
should go.
Dude, it's so much fucking fun. It's like a beer fest, except not really. Just it's
It
because
sounds like
a beer fest, it's unlimited beers.
Yeah.
The cider fest, you get like The first time I went,
that's why
they
I
give
don't
you
go.
like, yeah. The first time I went, you got 10 tickets. I mean, it's not that much. I think it's like $34, where a beer fest is like 60. It's like double the price. But with the cider fest, you get 10 tickets. Well, the first year I went, I got 10 tickets. They upped it now. I think you get like maybe 15, 16 tickets. So they give you a little bit more. But what's cool about it is that there's not just cider. There's beers there as well. There's wines. But there's this one company called Johnny Appleseed, and they make apple whiskey.
Ooh.
That shit, I spent like probably half my tickets there just because it's so fucking good. And I always end up leaving with the bottle too. You apparently can buy their alcohol inside Whole Foods, but they don't have it in the Whole Foods anywhere around here. But you can buy it apparently in San Francisco. But I got that going off this weekend. I watched. So there was a show on Netflix that I talked about before called The Setup, and it has Lucy Liu and
Sold.
as Lucy Liu and Tay Diggs, and it's basically about like they're like dick ass people, and they're like horrible bosses or whatever, and they have like associates underneath them. They treat them badly, and the associates get together and they try to hook them up so they can fucking get that shit out of the window. But one of the interesting thing is that one of the main under Lucy Liu, the main female character, she is oh god, I forgot her name. Leah Thompson's daughter. Leah Thompson's the Marty McFly's mom in the Back to the movie.
Yeah.
It's her daughter. Yeah, she looks just like her.
Wait, she grown, right?
Yeah, she's grown. She's adult. She's adult. I'm watching this movie. I'm like, whoa, this chick looks so goddamn familiar. I swear to God, I've seen her before. But like, as I'm like watching, I like look her up. I'm like, oh, that's why she looks just like her fucking mama.
Cool.
But yeah, I think it's a cool show to watch. I mean, it's not as hype as I was expecting it to be, but it was still a pretty interesting show.
Kronos done found something.
You said it was Johnny Appleseed whiskey?
It might just be Appleseed whiskey or
cider.
Apple. Let me look it up real quick. I can't remember. I thought it was General. It's J Seed cider whiskey.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Bret Hart thing real quick. Did y'all see this?
No, I don't watch wrestling at all.
Well,
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and then like a fan tackled him during his acceptance speech.
Goddamn.
And so it's caught on video. There's
So
like
not,
a bunch of people.
nothing was kind of pre-staged.
It wasn't
or planned
pre-staged.
or-
No, it was like some crazy fan because everyone that was there while he was talking jumped this dude. Security came and jumped this dude.
Fucked him
They were
up.
punching. Yeah, he was getting punched in the head and shit. So they pulled him out. But I mean, it was super disrespectful while he's accepting because he's like about to cry, and then some fan jumps in and just fucking lays him out.
Dude, most wrestlers don't make it that fucking long to like do a retirement shit though. I do know that.
So
Did they say why the guy jumped him, or is that some just
Crazy
some
ass
WWE?
I
WWE
think it's
fan.
just a crazy fan.
I mean,
I
wait.
mean,
Is it, or is it just some WWE
That's
shit?
what I was asking.
Yeah,
It sounds
no.
like it was legit.
It
I mean,
look-
remember in tennis there was that one player that got fucking stabbed
yes,
at
during like a
Wimbledon or
match.
something?
What?
Yeah. So, it fucking happens.
Because the guy that ran in, he looked like this Rastafarian dude, and he got fucking.
Was
he
it
got
Bush, was it
they-
Bushmaster?
Yeah, I mean, because usually if it was like staged, it'd be like 1-on-1. This was like 30 people
God
trying to
damn.
take down this one guy because he got fucking mobbed.
All right.
It was all bad.
You found it though,
Yeah.
Cronus?
Yeah.
Cool. What you got populating this week?
So this is kind of weird, but I did a workout video with a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
He's a personal trainer, and he wanted to do a workout video with what's called a steel mace. It's this big, gigantic, it's like a caveman fucking tool. I'm gonna hold up a light one for you right now, but this is what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
It's a
yeah.
giant
It's one of
dildo.
these. Definitely not a dildo. this is a light one, but it's
Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
because the gym that I go to,
Damn.
they bought some, and most people there, they only used it for like hitting like a tire with.
Yeah.
And I'm used to using it like as a workout tool.
Okay.
And so he asked me to do a workout video with him to show people how to use a steel mace. And so we did it's like a quick 15-minute workout with me and him. He does like a few of his routines, then I show my routines with rotational stuff. It's a really good workout video if you want to know how to use these tools, like these workout tools. So
Didn't you have me do a few videos? I'm not sure if on our podcast or on your own YouTube channel
did
where
on
you're
it.
kind of doing some
He
workouts.
did on his own that I saw.
I did on my Facebook account of
Okay,
my
yeah,
workout
yeah.
routines.
Yeah.
I didn't put it out there publicly. Maybe I should. I don't know if you like it. Maybe I'll do more. But if you go to it's a YouTube account called Flex Your Faith, I'll put it in the description. I'm on there for the steel mace workout.
Nice.
And it's a great workout. If you happen to have the time and already have a steel mace or are interested in getting a steel mace, it's helped me out with preserving my shoulders because I used to be like a bodybuilder, and I basically getting into like bodybuilder shape is good for like aesthetics. Like you look good, right? But all your tendons, they're like super tight and like kind of short and brittle. And like when I started doing jiu-jitsu, it was to my detriment. And so I needed something to where I worked out to where, first of all, it gave me a better range of motion. Okay. And it helped on my total rotational movements of my shoulder. And this is what the steel mace does. And I show exactly how to use it. So if you watch the video and it's something that you think you can do, pick up one of these devices. They work really good. They're not that expensive if you want something new to work out with, and it's fucking fun as shit. You feel like a Viking or a caveman or something like that working out. They're really good workout tools. So it's on Flex Your Faith YouTube account, and it's funny because
all one word.
All one word. No, it's Flex Space Your Space Faith. Should be on YouTube. Look that up, and you should find him. His name is Peter. Great dude. Great dude. Damn it, I forgot what else I was gonna say.
What you're doing this weekend?
No, it wasn't what I was going to do this weekend. It's something about that same thread of the steel mace, but it doesn't fucking matter anymore. I already lost it. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing much going on. I'm doing some adulting shit in like 2 weeks. I'm taking literally a day off to do spring cleaning.
No.
First time in my life.
That's important.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to finish up the Infinity Base, get some of the clutter out of this house, and get ready to do this podcast in a proper space, not my goddamn garage.
There we go. All right. I'll hopefully get on with you, Old Ninja, for some twitching.
For sure.
What are you going to Twitch?
We'll have to figure it out.
We can do Apex, man.
We haven't done that.
I'll get on Division 2, goddammit, get on my level.
I'm
not on my level.
I'm close, but not that close. And Prodigy does not own the Division.
Yeah,
Why don't you own the Division?
I wasn't all that interested in it that much.
Did you play the second one, like the beta?
I didn't do the betas at all.
It's way better than the first one.
Yeah, it's way better. There's
way better.
There's a shit ton to do.
Yeah,
in the fucking game.
I highly recommend the Division 2.
All right.
And then we could always go back to like something that we both have Apex, and then we can always do Battlefield 1 because I know you love that game.
I do love Battlefield 1.
Yeah, because I got you in, so you went all in on it. I gotta give you props. We went in. So Allies took us in.
All right, take us out.
All right. So just
wait, hold on. What are you doing?
I just said.
Oh,
you're just playing with him. Yeah. That's doing that.
So.
Hey, quick little fun fact: don't eat a lot of fucking almonds. Your intestines will not be happy about it. Let me just tell you.
About almonds?
Almonds, yeah, man, because they're too high in fiber. You can have like I guess like bowel shock or something like that. You can almost die because.
So you shit your pants?
You won't shit your pants, but you won't be able to shit your pants.
Oh, you just get backed up. All right.
Super backed up.
All right. Well, just like Prodigy's butthole after Captain Marvel then used it, we are the dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out at BTHANBTI. That's at BTHANBTI. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Player FM, Stitcher, our official website, binhatproductions.com/BTHANBTI. On Twitch, we're on twitch.tv/BTHANBTI. And then Amazon, Apple Podcasts, go on there, leave a comment, rate us. I don't know the last time we even read a comment on there, but there's probably a lot of N-words on there by now. Comments
on Amazon?
No, on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, I read them every now and again.
No, you didn't find one with a bunch of N-words.
No,
on
we're last time I checked, we're still 5 stars.
Yeah, you can't use N-words on Apple.
Yeah, but you can do N and then asterisk.
Nah, Apple's pretty good at hiding that shit.
All right, there you go.
Fanime coming.
Everything's coming. Iku. Nani?
I'm gonna go down an old town dusty road.
Oh, shit.
With my Wranglers on.